Get because
yes.
oh, like, but I
Sorry about
love that one.
It's got the best theme song ever.
Yeah, it does.
Forever united as one.
Bringing it back to the 2000s.
Okay, so I think I'm good if you guys are.
Done.
Beard,
Alright,
so I'm jamming.
With us, let your spirit evolve.
Alright.
So, can you guys hear me better? Not cutting out really that often?
Well, not right now. We'll see
Yeah,
how it
not
goes
yet.
late in the day.
We'll see how it goes, but hopefully the fact that I downloaded the thing makes it work better.
You didn't have
What, the
Discord
app?
downloaded?
Nope, I've been using it for us this entire time.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No wonder.
Okay, Richard.
Yeah.
Browser one, because I sound terrible on the app.
Really? Because
Remember? Because I was using it, and you were like, "Oh my god, please stop talking."
I think that was probably just how you had something set up. But I don't know, like...
No, it was just my mic.
It
Is it
uses
like,
the
I-
same...
Does it use the same settings?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, personally with me, the browser's like always terrible and cutting in and out and shit, so I can't use it.
Anyways,
Reclaim the digital world. I have that song basically memorized. Well, not
I'm so
entirely.
Okay.
proud of you.
So,
I'm proud
So-
of you.
that was a little awkward. I forgot to mute the stream, so we're
Yes.
starting now, I guess.
But yeah, let us go over the last session, the previous session of Frozen Lands of Astea, which was the finale apparently. When the
No,
party,
this would be the finale.
No, it's the beginning of the next one, essentially. Not like you beat the bad guy. Big bad. Anyways, regardless. You guys traveled to Ulrich's mansion, deciding to do that instead of attacking the Order of the Black Dagger. They seem to have left you alone, having no further mishaps after that. Anyways, you traveled to Ulrich's mansion, where you proceeded to, or Laurelin, you proceeded to try asking him to come with you. He seemed fairly stubborn in wanting to stay in Astea, and in retaliation, you struck him, and it began the process of striking him dead, which you managed to do.
In cold blood.
At one point, Alethra tried to come and help him, but was swayed to just run away instead, and is living somewhere in Astea, as far as you're aware. Now, after Auric was slain, the party decided that Nathrina would be put in charge of the city, unless there were any overturns. It wasn't quite made official. Could decide to change it now if you wished.
No, I want the giant lady to stay in
Alright.
charge of the city.
Nathrina, all right. Unless there,
You called her a dragon lady, but she's just a giant.
I said a giant lady. I know.
Oh, I heard dragon lady.
He said giant.
Can we put
I believe
Laurel
him.
and Snake in charge?
no.
No, that's my snake.
No, that doesn't belong to you. You can't nominate the snake. This is in Colorado.
Technically speaking, by extension, that would mean Laurelin would be in charge. Unless you know anybody else that can speak to their snake.
Would that really be a bad thing? I'm just...
I mean, most guys talk to their snakes anyways. I don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
But yes,
You
unless
said
any,
it.
unless any other names are put forward, I suppose Nathrina wins.
Wins by default.
Wins by default. Does no one? No,
I nominate Bob from accounting.
Sorry, he doesn't exist in this universe.
Don't look at the stream.
What
if you
about
don't
Jake
like
from
Bob.
State Farm?
No.
Oh
God.
yeah, I'd like to nominate Jake from State Farm.
Okay, Nathrina wins the vote unless anyone else has a legitimate vote.
I'm gonna think that was from Mickey, wasn't it?
So
What?
Nathrina took control of the city, and it was renamed to Everest. She didn't seem quite enthusiastic about the position of power, but no one really seemed to oppose in fear that she might, just crush them. So she easily took hold. There doesn't really seem to be anyone disappointed with the decision vocally. And at this point, it is a week later with the party having met up in your town of choice. Heck, you could probably be hanging out with Nethrina in her new castle if you wished.
Fang is just bothering Senna, so wherever Senna is, Fang's following.
Got it.
I feel bad for Senna. Or should I feel bad for Fang? Because I'll feel bad for Fang. Yet.
Why? I haven't done anything. It gets
Yet.
like I'm a terrible person.
You're with this party. We're all terrible people.
Yeah.
Hey, I still have good in my alignment.
Fang is
I
For
never had
now.
good in my alignment, to be fair.
I'm technically lawful neutral, so
Not
See,
for
me and
long.
him will even out.
I'm technically
Hey,
good
how'd
as
it go?
well. Yeah.
Anyways,
Look,
well, what is it?
I'm technically good.
Unless there are any objections, I'll just say that you're hanging out in Everest, Nethrina's castle.
yeah, that sounds good.
Remodeled so she can actually walk through the doors.
Yes, she's kind of just like they had to quickly impromptu like build something. It's not great yet, but it's a place where she can at least sleep, and it's sheltered from the cold as winter comes in. It's clearly still under construction as she kind of sits in the center of the room, not really having a throne yet.
That's gonna be a really big throne.
That's what I like to
Oh,
hear.
yes. Yep, Everest is certainly getting to work on it.
I mean, at least the residents are no longer turning into monsters at night.
Oh, yes, that was also resolved. Shortly after Ark died, one of the no one's sure quite how, but there was a strange magical device that ended up on the front porch of the castle, and it seemed to be the thing emanating the magic that turned people into monsters.
Just out of
Did they
curiosity,
Did they smash it or did they turn it off?
Smash it.
Oh, okay.
What's that, Lola?
the plate of Mashakal, that was a breastplate, right?
Yes.
Regular or plus one?
It has 15 as the AC, so I think it's plus one.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Well, finally
chilling at-
free from the cold. Dragonfang will basically remove like his heavy garments, letting his ears and tails flow out freely from his clothes
Yes.
as he just sits and bugs that one made from before for more food.
She's kind of nervous, like, oh, okay. And she runs inside, and a few minutes later comes back with sandwiches.
Didn't even ask for the sandwiches.
Just ask for food. So
Fang
she provides
nods
that.
at her knowingly and gives her a smile as he takes the entire plate of sandwiches for himself.
Kind of scampers off.
Fang
Wow, you
doesn't-
didn't even ask permission? Wow.
Fang looks up at
And have I
Ayler.
ever?
Fang looks up at Ayler, shrugs, and continues eating his sandwiches.
As long as he has food, he's completely content with life.
Would have been funnier if he started purring.
Oh, you do hear her purring.
Just cannot make that noise.
Yeah.
So basically, he's going.
That can make the noise, apparently.
Yep.
Sure.
Think of almost rolling an R, only quieter.
So Nethrina just kind of watches you. So my friends, what do you plan to do now?
Unfortunately, we plan to leave Astea. return
nods.
home or wherever else we might end up.
Understandable thing. Kethra kind of like, did you bring Kethra along or did you leave her back at Sanctuary?
If she would have come, I would have brought her.
Oh yeah, she would have come. And she asks if you would like her to perhaps set up a place for you two for after your adventuring or whatever here in Astea.
Unfortunately, Cathra, I'm not sure when or if we will be able to return to Astea.
She nods and says, would you like me to come with you then?
If you wish to come with us, I would love for you to come with us.
She smiles and like throws out her guard documentation. Is like, I think I can come along.
And I will just whisper in her ear, don't forget the whip.
Did anybody hear that? Or
Yeah,
is he just...
does it?
Did anybody hear that?
My passive perception is a 17.
Oh, wow.
My
Mine's an
passive
18.
stealth is 20, so...
Yeah, I'll say it's passive if you have a better passive, or if you wish to roll.
I'm not
Nope,
rolling,
I
I'll just
didn't
take the
hear him.
passive stealth.
I'm good.
I'll
I didn't
do
hear
it. Let's go.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
you managed to hear that.
His ear twitched.
Where's
Yeah.
my perception?
Fake's ear just twitches, and he looks. He just gives a look over to Laurelyn, takes a bite of his sandwich, and it just looks away.
Nethrina then asks, how do you plan on leaving Astea?
Well, the old wizard Desmond, who unfortunately has passed, used a ritual to teleport us all here, and I have the key to the ritual. We just have to... My plan is to hopefully return to his house, look through some notes, and try to reproduce what brought us here to take us out.
As you're speaking this, you notice a figure walking up to the castle, to the makeshift castle.
What is this figure?
When you look at him, it seems to be Eric.
Oh.
He's carrying
Big
a
number one.
small, yeah, he's carrying a small pack with him, and when he arrives, he drops it gently at your feet.
What is this, Eric?
He could have just handed it to you.
My thanks for dealing with Ulrich. He was my friend at one point, but he needed to be dealt with, unfortunately.
Okay, and I'll open it up. What is inside?
Several notes detailing magical rituals, and he specifically has it bookmarked on a page, and there are various other strange supplies inside.
Interesting.
He says, turn to the bookmark page. I'm sure you do not wish to stay in this day effort.
I will turn to the page.
Yes, it seems to be the ritual detailing how to teleport out of Astea. It doesn't really specify where you'll end up going, but it does guarantee that it will leave your current location.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Senna, did you bring Kamathar along?
I mean, I didn't ask him to. Did he follow me?
Yes, he indeed followed you. He's hanging out.
Well, I don't exactly want to take him away from Astea because I don't want him to burn alive, but we don't know where we're going. I was gonna ask him to stay with his coven.
Kamathar thinks about it and he pulls up his hood and is like, I can go places. He gives a bit of a smirk, you know, like a smirk that there's no way I'm gonna convince you, but I'm gonna try anyways, kind of smirk.
So I can't persuade him? No, definitely not.
Yeah, you can persuade him. You can try. I'll have him roll a charisma save. What's his charisma? I'll look that up.
2,000.
He
He has a +9.
Yeah.
And he passes. He's like, I don't know, I want to come with you. He kind of flicks your hair a little bit.
Fang is just going to speak up. Not sure if the outside world will be so accepting of a vampire wandering around as this place will be. Honestly, for your safety, you should probably stay.
Well, I can kind of fit in. I mean, Astea is small. I do not wish to be restrained by it forever.
Holy
looks
shit!
Like he's gonna have to re-roll.
Holy shit!
Yes, they may not be accepting, but I have an affection for someone.
And
is it Laurelin? It's probably Laurelin.
And let's be fair, Fang. There's ways around the whole sunlight problem, and it really doesn't matter if where we're going is accepting, as long as we are, because we're the only one that's really going to know unless someone says something, right?
Fang.
I am so I'm going to lock that. There we go. That's better.
All right, so charisma.
Yep.
I feel like that sounded more like a
that sounded more like
intimidation.
intimidation.
But you know, I think he's proficient in it as well, so it doesn't.
Do you really want me to roll intimidation? It's +3, so it'd be 30 for intimidation.
I mean, whatever. But either way, Fang just looks at Laurelin with like a deadpan face and just shrugs.
Kamathar says, I think I'll be fine. I have... He kind of like points to what he's wearing and says, I've tailor-made this to be a bit better over the week. So that way I will be better equipped to handle the sun.
Well, if you're sure. I mean, what about your girlfriend?
I think she'll be fine. I mean... Yeah. She'll be fine.
She comes and kills me in my sleep. I'm haunting you.
I don't know. That might sound kind of fun. He says sort of teasingly.
This is supposed to be an intimidation roll. I don't even want to roll it anymore. It's not intimidating at all. It's about as intimidating. Oh,
whoops.
He's slightly intimidated.
Yeah, apparently.
How far?
He's like 6'1".
Got it. Alright, so I guess Kamathar's coming with us.
Yeah, he's scared. And he kind of jokes, but he
5
looks...
foot half elf, it's fine.
He looks kind of scared.
Slightly scared, it's not that much. If it was a nat 20, then maybe, but it's definitely not. Alright, well that settles that argument.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Oh my god.
What
Nice
monster was that?
And then Shalana looks to you, Alar, and says, so, are you wanting me to come along, or shall I wait for you to stay at? Or did you even bring her here?
I didn't bring her here.
Okay. What did you have her do then? Previously.
She'll be staying in Astea.
Okay. And by
Goodbye,
the way-
girlfriend.
Yeah. And by
I'm
the way,
going off with
Camathar
her.
will end up being weaker. Just for reference.
Okay.
You will now not be all powerful Camathar either. Alright. So Lorlin, what do you do with the supplies? Is Eric kind of stands there, sort of watches.
I guess I would pull them over to a table and start going through them, learning what I can learn.
See lots of salt. You see a book filled with several blank pages and a small bottle of ink.
The book filled with blank pages, do I recognize that as a book from the last party member, Mia, I think her name was?
No, you do not.
Bammer.
It's not the same book. Unfortunately, I'm sure. I don't know. We want that book to come back.
No, not really.
No, not really. Okay. Just wondering.
So I
then
guess
you-
I'll flip to the bookmark and start setting things up for the ritual, but not like finishing it.
All right, yeah. Basically, it says that you're going to want to set up the salt like in 4 different little X's. And basically what area of people you wish to teleport. Then put the candle in the middle, underneath the book, with it lit, and then finally pour the ink all over the book and candle.
Great. How the hell am I supposed to light a candle that can't be lit?
Oh, it's a candle that can't be lit?
Yeah.
Then it has a magical tinder box inside.
I mean, I
I
can
feel
put
like
the
this should have
digitation
been
on,
thought out
glue
better.
crafted on.
Yeah. Like, that was the whole thing, was that trinket, was the candle that can't be lit.
All right. It can't be lit. Just pour the ink on it then. It doesn't need to be lit. Just pour the ink in the candle and on the book. And it says, "Do not try to light it," and it's underlined with several exclamation marks.
Now I want to try to light it in the middle of this ritual and see what happens. So I guess I'll set everything up and just over in like a corner. I'm assuming it makes like essentially a teleportation circle that everyone can just step on. Or okay. I'm not gonna actually do the ritual, just prep everything.
Yeah. Basically, when you pour the ink, everyone inside gets teleported to the location.
Well, damn, I'm gonna lose my trinket. I assume it's not gonna come with us.
Maybe.
So, what's everyone else doing?
It seems like Dragon Fang is leaning up against Senna, purring.
Yeah.
Because her armor is heated, so it's pretty comfy despite being made out of metal.
I'm gonna whisper in Elvish, Agan men dafan paladin laher. Which, if anybody wants to, I guess, perception to hear it.
Considering I'm still
Stand
standing there
Elvish.
petting him.
And I do know Elvish.
Oh, you're still petting him? And you're still petting him while he's on the floor?
Yes.
Got it.
I never stopped petting him, so I'm
All
right
right.
there. What
There
did
he
you
is.
say?
Yellowthar is right there. He will make a check.
Does he know Elvish?
I'm not sure. It says vampires know whatever language they knew in life. I
Yeah,
suppose.
what was he in a previous life?
Let's see. He was human, but that doesn't mean he doesn't know Elvish. I'll roll an intelligence check. If he rolls over an 18, he will recognize it.
Say whatever
He's not-
languages you had written down for him is what he'd know.
I
Yeah.
don't have any languages written down for him. I didn't.
Then he
go
didn't know anything besides common, apparently.
Well, I rolled for it. He didn't know it anyways. So
Bang looks back at Senna.
I actually do know Elvish, if you could whisper me what it was.
I said, can I touch your ears?
Oh.
Bang
it's
looks
may I-
back at Senna.
May I request to touch your ears?
Yeah, Bang looks back at Senna, kind of shrugs, and replies, "Being a bit formal, aren't you? Go ahead." In Elvish.
It is very formal. May I request ears? She does like the yes pose and then reaches back and starts petting his ears.
Bang just sits, being pet by two people at once. He doesn't seem to mind it at all.
Alar just randomly burps.
oh my god.
That wasn't random. Have breath mints been invented yet?
I don't think so.
Damn it.
Probably smells pretty bad.
They have mints. They have mint like the leaves, but I don't think they grow in a frozen wasteland though.
Apparently nothing grows in a frozen wasteland.
Eric will take out a small little extra pouch and toss it over to Alar. And is like, use some of that, buddy.
I'm gonna look at it and go, and just like look at it confused.
The dead guy says your breath stinks.
Yeah.
Just put that in perspective.
And then Eric.
You have to think. He lived for 100 years by himself, at least. It's only this
How'd it
last short while that he's been part of a civilized community.
Quote unquote civilized. Anyways, Eric will head off. And while this is going on, Eric, you see a message boy run up right past him. He looks elven. And he runs up to you, Laurelin.
Can I help you?
He says, yes. I have this. I have a letter for a Barda.
Unfortunately, Barda's no longer with us. We don't quite know what happened to Barda.
He pauses and says, the queen will be ashamed. You hear that?
Do you know what the queen needed?
She was just wondering to check up on him.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he just wandered off one night into the darkness and it's kind of left us all here.
He nods and says, all right. Oh, well, best of luck to you on your travels.
Thank you. You as well.
And begins to head off.
All right, well, let's get this ceremony on the road.
Clearly.
That awkward encounter.
Yeah.
Like, out of character, I feel like something was supposed to happen there, but in character, I'm just like, fuck Barda because she ran off on us.
Was it she?
I thought it was a he.
No, he had real
Whatever.
life stuff. I was just insinuating that he's just kind of missing.
Big Barda.
Looks over. Who's Barda?
Yeah, basically.
Simultaneous.
Pretty much.
That's
Has no
fine.
idea. No idea.
Half the party has no idea who that is.
The other half has to just like, whatever happened to him, or who's Barda? Oh wait, was it that one guy?
Who I saw for all of like a session.
And then
Anyways,
the druid disappeared after he bought us a carriage. Disappeared.
everyone disappeared.
I bought the carriage.
I'm sorry. I can't remember.
All
Wow,
the
just
transportation stuff we have, I bought. I
It's
had
too
nothing
bad your
better to spend my money
transportation
on.
crap can't come with us, can it?
Actually,
How big is this fucking circle gonna be?
I can make it bigger. Looking through the book here, it doesn't appear to say anything about a size limit. It just says I have to have the salt X's at the four corners of whatever I'm teleporting. So we can do this
Can we
outside.
take the entire city with us?
Potentially,
Dang.
but I don't know.
You
What
do
it
know
might
that it
do.
said only organic life forms, basically. So basically,
So we could
living-
take the horses,
We take the horses.
Fang
but not the carriage.
going to get up and try to read the book over Laurelyn's shoulder.
Do we need to go purchase a horse for each person?
No.
I'll walk.
We could share. How many horses are there?
I don't really need
Two.
a horse myself either. I enjoy walking.
Walking is nice.
I mean, they're not very good horses because I think they were just pack horses or something.
Mm,
I
But
Yeah.
think the only reason I did it was so that we could travel through the night.
We could always use them for meat.
Nobody's eating my horses.
it was.
If anybody tries, I will skewer them and then eat them.
If we end up needing horses,
thought
we can
Alar
always
couldn't
summon
talk.
some.
You see one of Fang's ears twitch a bit. He just looks with the like deadpan face. It just walks away.
I thought Alar couldn't talk.
Alar can talk. He's just chosen not to for a while.
Just there's a
And
shock.
everything he said would have been in Elvish.
Well, we
Honestly,
dragon elvishes. I think the whole party elvishes.
Yeah, who honestly
Yep,
doesn't
the whole,
speak
the
Elvish
whole
here?
everyone does speak Elvish, yeah, pretty much.
Who speaks Dwarvish?
You.
I speak Draconic.
I speak Draconic too!
I can
that
speak
may actually
everything.
prove useful.
Get out of here, you eavesdropper! I feel like Laurelyn is the best eavesdropper ever because she just understands everything.
Because I mean, technically, all I have to do is enter your mind, and 99% of the time, if you
Please
say something,
stay
you
out.
think of it first. So
Stay out!
I just kind of stay in everyone's mind, and as you're saying shit, it just translates back to me.
I mean, the only thing on Dragon Fang's mind right now is food. So
The only thing on Issa's mind is that she's trying to decide if she should cast Druid Cast to see what the weather is going to be like. If it's even worth it. Because aren't
It's
we?
very snowy.
You're gonna have to clear the snow off the ground if you're gonna do it outside.
I just figured we were doing it indoors.
could bring
Well,
horses in
free.
here.
I think if it can fit a giant through the front door, it can fit a couple of pack horses.
Actually, well, they're not pack horses specifically, but they're draft horses.
And
Bigger.
I'm just stating because I'm actually looking at what they are right now.
oh, okay, well, same shit.
Well,
Well,
if
where
we
they
ever need
ponies?
horses, I can just
Are they wa-
summon meat if we need them. In the off chance we need to get
almost-
somewhere by horse fast.
I almost hope we're going somewhere that has elephants.
I mean, yeah, deserts are known for elephants. I mean, what?
Ah, out of all the
You can
places to
quit the
go,
act, Jared.
I did not want to go to a desert.
I never had elephant meat before.
Neither
We'll
have
eat
I.
good tonight. or whenever night we get there.
Has a sudden craving for elephant meat.
Oh my god.
Think of how
Everyone
long an
just-
elephant would
I
feed
will-
us.
I will let you determine what I mean by that.
That's just okay. Got it.
Funny.
Got it.
Were you saying that out in character?
Oh yeah.
So, a needle pulling thread.
Fang's eyes narrow at Laurelin, but he just shrugs it off. Remind me of my mother.
I hear wind.
Trying to figure out if that means, am I a
Snow is
cat or was your mom a whore? I don't say that out loud. That's just what I'm thinking.
Okay, okay. Be like, wow, Laurelin, you barely know the guy, and you're like shitting all over him. How rude.
Just so you know, Jared, I put all my
Yeah.
potions as level 6 spell slots because it was easier to sort.
Okay.
I have like 4 of them.
I only have one potion.
But yes, you hear the snow in the background. It's kind of just a little bit of wind.
Clearly not doing that spell outside, are we?
Nope, clearly not. Okay. I thought Matt was in the process of bringing the horses in from outside.
Yeah, I'll say it brings them in.
I never got to buy a dog.
Hey, I
Look
just
at these
realized
dogs.
there's no more elk. Rip the elk.
Fang's ears kind of perk up at the mention of dogs.
Like,
No, that
is
was
it
actually
good?
out of character.
Oh, never mind.
Sorry.
Alright, so once the horses and everything are inside, having expanded the ritual area to include the horses and shit, I'm just gonna ask everyone that's left and everyone that's here, last chance, anyone that wishes to go with us or anyone that would like to stay, now's your chance.
Kethra and Kamathar stay within the circle.
Fang is laying down inside the circle.
Oh, and I specifically add those ritual notes to my bag
Okay.
and all the extra supplies and shit, whatever's left.
Okay.
Oak's the laying cat man with her foot.
And I will play the viol one last time as a song of goodbye.
Eh,
And apparently I'm having trouble keeping everything together because it's not that great.
Fang will take out his lyre and play as well,
Here we go.
laying on his back.
All right. Play your collection of music. Collectively, it sounds all right. And Nethrina looks a little bit sad, but tries not to show it.
And give Nethrina a goodbye hug.
Yep.
Yep.
She
Hey.
hugs you. Make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh god.
Fang walks up to Nethrina.
You're
Fang
fine.
walks up to Nethrina as well and basically puts his arms out for a hug.
She hugs you as well. Make a strength saving throw.
Why can I picture just like a baby going to a
What?
parent and like
Uh,
up?
You will be taking 5 bludgeoning damage.
While they're doing this, I will go back to Eric and ask Eric. So, I don't suppose there was any of those magical cookies left, was there?
I still have an
They're
entire
magical?
bag of cookies.
He'll pull out a slightly larger pack. He's like, oh, yes, I almost forgot. And he'll hand you a bag of cookies, and there are 200 cookies inside.
Shit. I'll split those up later.
Still have the
Those were
first bag
magical
he gave
cookies,
me.
though.
They're not magical, but they're really good chocolate.
They're not
Oh,
magical, they're just
okay.
magically delicious.
Magically delicious. They stole my Lucky Charms.
I'll just pat Eric on the shoulder and say, take good care of Astea.
I will try.
And,
Story
just-
to take back to the tribe.
just so you're aware, since we're not really from here, we didn't want to disrupt the culture of Astea, but apparently 70% of Sanctarium and a large portion of the rest of Astea are all a society of assassins, in case you guys ever get bored.
And then he dumps Think, and we're all gone.
And we're gonna leave.
Yeah, sure, that works.
All right, yep. Okay. Just camera pans back to Astea, with Eric, having several questions.
Wait, what happened?
I was joking, if it was like a TV show, it's just it cuts back to Eric with very lots of questions.
Like, what do you know about... Oh.
Son of a bitch.
I start poking Fang.
Start poking Fang. Oh,
Fang is not moving.
Fang is
Hey,
on the
guys. I don't think Fang's okay.
ground. He only took 5 points. He's okay.
Hold on.
I'm still petting his ears, so it's good.
Does he have a hairball?
No, he looks dead.
Fang's tail has stopped twitching and his ears no longer move.
Oh, that's
He's
great.
scared.
He doesn't wake up, I'll tickle him.
So
In character.
yes, Laurelin, you go over to Dragon Fang and leave that he is dead.
Okay, out of character, I don't know how to take this. Did he want to play a different character, or...
I don't like this.
I'm gonna give him a cure wounds anyway.
Uh,
Stop resetting my spell slots, you piece of crap.
it doesn't do anything.
Oh, out of character. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah,
Can
I would like to
Can we-
know.
we just tell them?
Fucking...
Oh, it's so great. Oh, it's everything I hoped for.
You're a bastard! Bastard.
You,
I
sir,
hope
owe me
you
a
know that.
spell slot.
I had to use one as well.
Yeah, I assume we're, floating through time and space and shit as all this is going on.
Oh.
We're all just
I
like,
thought we hadn't left yet.
no,
No,
I dumped the ink right after I said that. Everything after that is mid-transition to wherever the fuck we're going.
yeah, you're just on a platform, like a strange stone platform, teleporting through
That's it.
some strange void.
We are floating through the etherealness as you guys are fucking off.
Yes.
Tempted to roll you off the edge of this platform.
when,
No,
when,
it's
you
meat that we can use.
when your journey eventually ends, you are on
For a
a
moment, I turn off Fang death, so Fang, you can wake up. That was great. Took that spell
Hey.
That
just for
was
that.
not funny. I hope terrible things happen to you.
Fang just kind of gives
I'm-
everyone a.
I'm gonna look around and just say, well, at least it's not a desert.
You are on a path. It's slightly foggy, and
It's a huge path.
it's also very rainy.
I like rain!
Do I
This is
have the candle by chance?
Yes, you do still have the candle.
Yes.
everyone hears Fang goes and tries to hide under as he tries to hide under someone away from the rain.
I thought you were gonna say hide under sun. I'm like, you're gonna have to pick her up and have her on her shoulders, but, you know,
Fang's gonna
have
hide.
at it.
He's gonna hide under one of the horses.
Have fun with that. I mean, I have an extra cloak that you could use, since you're already under a horse.
Fang reaches his hand out to take the cloak.
There you go.
He will proceed to put the cloak on, but stay under the horse.
Jesus Christ. It's raining.
You look to Camathar, Senna, and he looks a bit weaker.
See, I told you should have stayed in that frozen land.
He's melting.
No. He looks still alive, but he looks a bit weaker.
Can I, like, make a check against some of the bardic stories I know to confirm the knowledge I know out of character?
Sure.
Maybe
Dude,
history?
this rain's gonna actually put me to sleep physically.
You're unfamiliar to think that maybe Astea has something different with their vampires, but you think that
The
perhaps
flowing water might have something to do with it?
Oh. He seems protected from that for the most part with his thick cloak. He just seems weaker based on the fact
it's
that he's
raining.
no longer in Astea, where
No.
he's used to where he's used to the environment.
He was acclimated to the fucking frozen wasteland.
Was indeed.
Just realized that me and
the
Fang
running
have
water
almost
isn't
the
helping
exact
either.
same position. Yeah, which way should we go?
As you say that, I'll just start walking up the path.
Yeah. Going with the path.
All right, you guys
Sure.
walk up the path. Anyone want to roll me a 1d20?
Just
for
a
what?
regular 1d20?
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, snap.
Oh, I thought you said, can everyone do it?
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah,
roll
I heard
d20s.
everybody. I
No,
also
no.
rolled a 12. No, don't do it! Oh
Grab
my
it.
god! 12, 8, 12! 8! 12,
Hey,
8, 12!
That's 220.
Oh, you ruined it!
Oh, way to ruin
you
it.
ruined it! You ruined it!
Technically speaking, they're all
Spoil it.
multiples of 4.
You know what? I'll give you that.
Alright. Sorry. Had to turn the AC on.
Yeah. So you guys walk along the path for several minutes. And it's not super dark. It's mostly overcast, something you're used to at Astea. And after lots of walking, you eventually come across a small shop of sorts. And you look up at the name, and it's called the Wise Mermaid. There doesn't seem anything else within miles of the place.
What kind of
Is the
shop
name in-
does it look like?
Fang just walks inside.
It looks like it looks like a trinket shop of sorts.
I guess I'll go in after him.
Wants to get out of the rain, so he walks inside without hesitation.
I'll wander in. But quick question
I
out
walked
of
in right
character.
after. Yeah.
Good question. Yeah.
Is this like forest or jungle, or is it just like grass around us right now? I'm just curious.
It's mostly grass. A few trees here and there.
I'm getting a strong England vibe.
It's just called the Wise Mermaid. It's just regular common. When you enter see that there is a elven girl behind the counter. She looks very excited. Oh, travelers! It is good to see you all.
Invites Amathar in so he can come inside.
Yes.
Fang looks at the elven girl and says, "What kind of food you got here in Elvish?"
What kind of food you got here?
Yeah.
She says, I have a few things of food. I will get them for you in a while.
Oh,
Just shakes the water off. It's fine.
Yeah, she says, please come in. I do have rooms to the right, and you see that there are a few guest rooms. You guess that she doesn't really get a lot of visitors around here, and it's kind of like a mix of an inn and a trinket shop.
I like trinkets.
Fang will first look at the food before he looks at the trinkets.
All right, the trinkets all look various things that you'd find around. A few intriguing pieces, like a claw necklace.
A what necklace?
A wolf claw necklace.
Ooh. Completely
Fang.
useless to me, but
Fang eyes it.
What does it do?
what it do?
Why do things have to do things? Why can't it just be a...
Everyone just
necklace?
looks.
I mean, maybe some people think it's pretty. I don't, but... Who does?
I think it's pretty.
As he picks it up, Fang just basically says to him, "So, you could probably make up a few good stories with this.
Make them up.
We take stories back to our people. They don't necessarily have to be true."
Yeah? Never thought of it that way.
Nothing's really happened, Matt.
Yeah, just looking around the trinket shop.
Anything interesting besides, the wolf thing necklace? I didn't hear if he said anything else.
Senna, roll me a 1d100, and Matt, roll me a 1d100.
Oh, no! I'm
I
scared.
will also look
Same
around.
with you, Fang.
Yeah, I'm going to as well. Just flipping over here.
Alright, I guess
If
so.
you're looking for items, just roll me a 1d100, basically.
Damn it!
Okay, so Senna, you were 16. You find a dried sky lily.
A sky lily?
Yep. Alar, you find a stone rod with a tin coating that is worn through in several places.
Okay, it cut out again for me. What was it you said that I found?
You found a rod, a stone rod with a tin coating that is worn through in several places. Dragonfang, you find a small diary that describes common monsters.
Oh,
I got a flower.
What was
Alright.
the rod, the stone rod? The stone rod with tin coating or something?
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
no, you're already doing it. Never mind.
Next is Richard or Laurelin.
Mm-hmm.
You find an eerily lifelike wooden bear figurine.
Bandon is here.
This
Even
is
when he's
based
not
off-
here, he's definitely here.
Okay. I'm gonna Arcana check that.
I will buy.
Oh, I definitely know
Yes.
if it's magical or not.
Each trinket is 5 gold, I'll say. The wooden statue, you detect magic off of it. When you look, you kind of like look over to the woman for a second. When you look back, it's gone, and you sense it sitting right next to your head.
The magic or the statue?
The you sense the statue has moved.
It has moved from your hand to near your head.
Yes.
Guess
Okay.
I'll buy the. It's a dried sky lily.
Yep.
I will buy mine as well. Apparently, because I want to know what the fucking teleporting bear is.
It's abandoned. So sweet,
And
be careful.
Isha, you find a ringing acorn. Whenever you try to touch it, it shakes violently.
Wow, it's perfect because he's a druid.
Yeah, sure. I'll take that. That sounds fun.
It's not going to be dangerous.
Is there
5
anyone
GP for
not?
everything.
Is there anyone not buying their trinket? They
No, I
found?
bought mine.
And I
As
bought
you-
his.
As you all buy your trinkets, she
What did
heads to the
Camazon
back.
find?
He's really not looking around. He's kind of following.
He doesn't care. He's like, oh, that's a pretty dead flower.
The woman goes to the back and brings out a round of drinks as well as some food and says, please have this on the house. I don't get many visitors here.
Dragonfang will attempt to take all the food.
What are you inciting for?
Most people, like, we didn't spend hardly anything in her shop, and she's giving us
Well,
lots of free food.
5 gold per each. You assume it's not expensive stuff.
Whoa, what?
Okay, so it's not good quality
Man.
food. It's just
It's not great, but
it's
you know
it's the
food.
McDonald's of this land. Okay.
Oh yeah, fast
Wow.
food. Hit me, baby. Need that shit.
Fang, yeah, you take a good amount of food and drink.
Hey.
So I'll just ask
I'm
her
gonna try
if
and
she has anything
take some
else
from
for sale.
him.
You can look around again.
I'm gonna try and steal some of Fang's food.
Oh, and by the way,
He could just sense me.
Laurelin, as you wander around the shop, you get this strange feeling. Something like your magic is just kind of fading.
Thanks, Hell. Swats your hand away.
Something about my magic is fading?
Yes, you feel the magic of your group fading. You kind of
Wait.
sense a large amount of magic coming from the.
Would I feel this as well?
You don't seem to notice.
I think it's
Oh.
only because I rolled the nat 20 in Arcana out of character.
All right.
So
Got it.
there's a large amount of magic coming from what?
The woman behind the counter.
Would it take an insight roll to put like possibilities of 2 and 2 together here?
Sure.
I don't want to metagame but I got a feeling. Okay. I'm not
So
gonna lucky that.
you kind of get the feeling that she is more powerful than she lets on to be, and that her shop may be magical.
I'm going to set up a telepathic link with everyone in the shop, except the woman, everyone in my party. And I'm just going to say, this lady is a lot more powerful than she seems to be, and she is draining everyone's magic. We need to leave. Bang, eat what you want, take some food. We'll eat the rest on the way. I know you don't want the rain, but we need to go.
So you begin to leave, correct?
Yes.
She looks at you guys beginning to leave. She's like, wait, you wish to stay the night? It is raining horribly outside, and you hear the rain begin to kick up.
I'm going to insight that.
Yeah, would it be Insight or Arcana to see if she caused the rain?
It'd be Arcana.
My insight.
I'm gonna lucky that.
Yeah.
At least it's not a nat 1, and I get
Though
drained
she
even
is
worse.
powerful, you don't think she has the ability to control weather.
I'm just gonna say, me personally, I've always enjoyed the rain, and we're kind of new around here. I really need to get to a town and pass off a message.
All right.
In a new land, new sights to see. I'd rather be on my way.
Fang, you were eating food, correct?
Yes, I was.
Roll me a
I
Constitution
specifically am not eating
God.
food. Okay.
Senna took
I only
some as
took
well.
I took a piece of food. Yeah,
Roll a con save with advantage.
got it.
Thank God for that.
advantage.
Senna, you pass. Fang, you collapse to your feet unconscious, or collapse to the ground unconscious.
I didn't
Fine.
do
Can I
it
roll
this
to catch
time.
him?
I'm going
Can I
to
roll
just.
to catch him?
Alar is going to draw his short sword and teleport over next to her with the sword against her throat and ask what was in the food. In Elvish.
She merely responds that she does not do anything. If you wish to be violent, then she may have to use force back.
I'm going to keep
I only heard half
2
of that.
eyes.
Yeah, I only heard half of that as well.
All right. Basically, she's saying, if you wish for answers, don't be violent, or she may have to retaliate.
I'm keeping
I'm
2
just
eyes
gonna
on her.
grin.
I'm going to message Matt again and just put the sword away from her throat. She is not someone we want to mess with. And I'm going to medicine check. No, I'm not. Apparently.
I'm gonna help. Yeah.
Do you think that he's fine, just kind of momentarily unconscious?
And for the record, I am standing by with counterspell.
Yeah, okay. She takes a deep sigh and says, unfortunately, this place is very cursed.
I never would have thunk, considering how strong you are magically, and that you seem to be draining our magic.
I'm not draining your magic. This place is. And your Arcana check from earlier will allow you to easily insight that if you want. Whether she's lying or not. Yeah,
Fuck.
you think it could most certainly be the place. Unless she's not lying.
So why are you still so strong if this place is draining magic? It should be draining your magic as well.
It's strange. It's like tied to me. It's like it wishes to torture me.
Then why don't you leave?
I cannot. She simply walks over to the door and tries to open it, and it is locked.
I will walk over and open the door.
As you try to open the door, it is also locked.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the door.
Oh
All right.
God. Cover your heads,
roll your-
everybody.
Roll your attack.
Where the hell are you?
I cover
Oh.
Fang's head for him.
Apparently that
He's
didn't add over.
unconscious.
The hell? There it is.
What's your AC?
Mine?
What?
18.
Yes. Okay, so your Eldritch Blast bounces against the door and almost hits you. She says, see, I told you this place was cursed.
I guess I'm going to go up to the door and attempt to cast Dispel Magic.
Oh, that was a whisper,
Oh,
wasn't
magic.
it?
That was a
When you cast Dispel Magic, you're not sure. You hear like a screeching noise in your head, and you hear the door unlock.
Great.
All right, can you post Dispel Magic?
Yes.
Let me see it.
If it's above
Oh, it needs to make a. Okay.
If
needs
it's
to
not
make
third
a
level or
spell.
lower. Yeah.
No, I don't have any curses in Elvish, Matt.
Alright, I will roll some dice then. Oh. You still hear the screeching, but the door does not unlock this time. The door does not actually unlock. It relocks like almost instantly.
Wait, don't I have to make the DC check?
I know they make the check. It passed.
House. Okay, got it.
10
No, I'm
plus
pretty sure I'm-
the spell's level. Oh, okay.
Don't I make the DC check?
Yeah,
Do you
it
make-
says
Using-
you make an
oh,
ability
using my
check of
spellcasting
DC
ability,
10 plus,
Oh,
yeah, plus the spell's level.
Okay. Then,
which is a 12.
yes, you do not pass that. My apologies.
This is some pretty
Your
powerful stuff here.
Does that add proficiency? I don't know. Hold on. Get ability check using. Okay, so no. You're right.
Well,
Didn't think about it earlier. I should have inspired you for that, and I apologize.
Apologize.
See,
I-
there is an intense magic in this place.
As he's dispelling magic, I am going to sit on the floor. From the Arcana check, I know the whole thing is magical and not just the door, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to sit cross-legged with both hands on the floor, and I'm going to cast Identify on the shop. That's not something I ever thought I'd say.
Never in my life did I think
Yeah.
the words would ever come out of my mouth. I want to identify the shop.
And Senna,
Did you
by the
not
way,
say something?
Dragon Fang does come too.
Great.
Whoa.
When you identify the shop, can you post identify? Tell you what it says.
So what's going on? Why aren't we leaving?
Tells me what type of magic it is, what magic, what class.
Let's see.
Also, was that food bad? I feel like that food was bad.
That food was
It
very
was.
bad. Don't take
It
food
was
from
not
strangers.
Fang will
What's-
note this
what's-
lesson.
What's like the type of magic for like possession magic?
Um,
I'm
so
gonna
basically,
say
it's likely like a demonic magic.
it's like the whole thing is possessed / cursed. There's a magical entity.
Conjuration, probably.
Conjuration. All right, so I'll say it's a conjuration. You believe there's like some kind of spirit haunting / cursing this place, and you're
Yeah,
not
right,
sure.
cleric.
You're not sure how to defeat it. You're not sure exactly where. Anyway,
Are you going to relate?
Fuck. I really want to do something, but it would fuck over all the rest of the party if it works. Or really, possibly fuck me up if it only half works. Because
You wanna discuss this idea?
I could attempt to just dimension door out, but I can only take one person with me. Which obviously would be
Take Aylar.
Kethra.
He's been your friend.
just make multiple trips.
But, you know, I only
Would
can
a
do it
spirit
twice, and I would
count-
have to dimension door in and out, I assume.
Would a spirit count as an undead target?
Just take a long rest.
Yes, it would. It could be demonic, which would not necessarily be undead.
that would be fiend if it was.
Yeah, so it'd be either fiend or undead.
Well,
So,
Just
oh,
in character,
going-
assuming you're discussing that.
so pointing it away from going off to a corner of the shop away from everyone else. It's just Dragonfang's going to cast Chill Touch.
On the house.
Yeah, on the
what's
house.
your AC, Dragon Fang?
17.
All right, roll your damage. As you try to infuse necrotic energy into building, it retaliates back, and instead of necrotic energy hits.
Aylar's gonna look at him and just say, Haku.
So I'm going to use Minor Illusion, deepen my voice, and in both mental thought, reaching out to, again, making a telepathic link with the shop, again, something I never thought I would say, and out loud at the same time, I'm going to say, will the spirit of this place make themselves known?
There is no response, except, where'd you leave the bear statue?
I assume in my pocket.
It is now on your head.
Ayla's just gonna look at this and raise an eyebrow.
I'm gonna put that statue in the bag of holding.
Feel it suddenly in your pocket again.
Is it just his item that's acting funny, or is it everybody's
Yes,
item?
it is just his item that's acting.
Bandon is here to strike again.
It was a special property it was supposed to have. Okay.
I'm gonna inside a bear statue.
I will also look at the fucking bear statue.
This goddamn bear.
You guys finally deduce it's the magic within the bear statue. Not that's causing all of this, but that's just what's making the bear move around.
This goddamn bear.
Dragapig just looks at Laura and it just goes, so, can I burn this?
Not yet.
Alright.
It's an adorable bear statue. It looks really cute.
So we definitely know it's not the bear statue possessing the house,
No,
or
it's
the house
definitely not
possessing the bear statue. It's just
No.
unrelated, and this bear's being annoying.
Yes.
I'm going to pull the bear out of my pocket, stare at it, and say, "Stay where I put you. I'm a little
looking
busy,"
around the house
and put it back
to
in my
see
pocket.
If I can find something.
Stay where I put you, or what?
I'm gonna say, "Stay where I put you," and then I'm gonna put it in my pocket, and I'll deal with you later.
I don't know
feel
if
it
you
in your
heard me.
other pocket. Yeah, you guys are gonna investigate.
Yeah,
So-
investigated. Yeah.
So you guys look around for a bit, and Cinna, you're being very thorough, and eventually you find a spot on the top shelf. Like Camathar has to lift you for you to see it.
Wait, what is on the top shelf?
You find a small little passage into the inner workings of the shop.
Oh. But it's on a top shelf?
Only you would have to be absolutely tiny to get to it, and
How tiny?
like 1 inch tall. Small.
Are you fucking with me, Jared?
Which one of you was it that mentioned it earlier? You're
Well,
not
we
my
have.
favorite person.
Is it 1 or 2 potion of reduce? And I know at least one person has enlarge reduce. Kind of wishing
I
I'd have taken it. We could almost
I have
pull
a
it off.
potion of juice.
Do you mention this to the wizard at all?
What wizard? No.
The wizard.
Potions.
Oh,
Don't touch my
wizard.
shit.
Fuck the wizard.
Okay.
So are we getting in, so are we all going
I was
inside, or
gonna-
just one of us?
I was gonna
Well-
ask what's with the fucking doors. But
If no one wants to
tiny,
volunteer, I guess
passage.
I'll go.
It's like it's a mouse hole. You know. I tell what kind of hole it is. Once again, I never thought those would come out of my mouth. You're like,
it's like it's pretty strange. Oh, and Laurelyn, you find this too. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like a almost similar to a mouse hole, but not quite.
not quite.
Fang fantasizes about fighting a giant mouse inside and eating it. He really wants to. He really wants to go inside now.
I mean, Camathar doesn't have to hold me up anymore. I'm just like leaning on the shelf up top, I guess. Now be like, well, there's this.
So
I point this out to everybody. If it's worth going in there, what if it's just nothing?
I mean, there could be a mouse in there.
Let me look at something before you go in there.
Okay.
If I find a mouse, it's mine.
How big of a hole is it? Like, are we talking?
It's a 1 inch tall hole.
So
Okay,
like,
so-
something that was like a tiny creature could fit, not
Basically.
small.
Unseen servant. It is a nameless, faceless, shapeless creature, which means it could be smaller than 1 inch. And could relay information to me, yes?
Oh, yes.
I'm going to... Give me 1 second, Senna. And I'm going to stick a finger right outside the hole and cast Unseen Servant.
I'm
And
lifting you up because we're like the same height. This is like a really tall shelf, apparently.
I'll say Kethra lifts.
Got it.
okay.
And so you make the Unseen Servant.
And I will make a telepathic link to it and just say, tell me what you see in the hole.
It travels through and
Ask it
continues
to
on.
see the mouse.
It sees several, like... It's weird. It sees, like, several small, like, figurines scattered. Like, about the same height. It obviously opens up into, like, a small area. And you see several, like, small figurines scattered about. And eventually it opens into a large... that you don't know how to access. Well, and you see that that there's like a being of pure magic inside.
Of course there is. Why would there not be?
It looks almost spiritual as well.
Of course it is. Why would there not be? Can an unseen servant speak out loud is the question.
I don't believe so.
Invisible.
Didn't think
It's
so.
mindless.
Yeah. But just because it's mindless doesn't mean it can't talk.
I mean, I guess you talk through it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, was like speak through it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Alright, then I will speak through it to this being. What is your name, and why do you insist on keeping us here? I know where you are now.
It looks at you and says nothing. Wait, you don't... Can you establish a link to it? Theoretically, no?
Technically, I'm... Yeah, because I can see it through the unseen servant's eyes-ish.
Okay, then
With the mental link, I would
yes.
assume so. Because I know where it is.
You can hear its thing. So yes, it says that it really does not know its name, and that it inhabits this shop to torture the wizard, since she ended up with her love instead of, her. The wizard ended up with her love.
right back.
So are we all just standing here watching Marlin just
Look
stand
Yes.
there as well?
deeply into the hole. Yeah. I'm back on the ground now and being leaned against.
So you're here just to torture the wizard.
And those who do business with her.
Oh, I need...
Well,
See, now, unfortunately, we seem to be a bit of an impasse. Because now that I know where you are, that means I could get to you. And I would rather not have to fight something as strong as yourself. So I would really much prefer we just work on the same side and let us go.
She says, she says,
I'm gonna roll
well,
for that.
I
too.
can make you a deal.
Okay.
If you can find the one who I love spirit after a freak spell mishap was trapped in an object here at the store and can bring that object to me, I will let you go.
Well, to be honest, I think I may have already found it. Is it by chance a bear statue that likes to randomly teleport around, doesn't listen to directions, and generally just kind of annoying?
She says that sounds almost like him except for the annoying.
Well, I mean, all in the eye of the beholder.
Except we don't have a beholder.
So, problem is, I can't really get this to you. Why don't you just come to us? I will gladly give you the item, and then we can all be on our way.
Because my form cannot move much from where I am at. You could, in theory, ask the wizard to make you small enough to get in here.
I don't trust that.
I don't trust wizards that are not myself. Can you tell me where you are in the shop?
Says I am through Lindis's room, a little bit beyond the wall, in a small room that is heavily enchanted.
So very little chance of magic being able to get through.
Yes. I know you do not trust Lindis, neither do I. However, I will not let you... I need this object, or else I will never be at peace.
I don't want to leave with it. I can leave it here. If that's all you need is for me to leave it in the shop, I'll leave it in the shop and just leave.
No, I need it with me.
Do I have to deliver it to you, or could I just send it to you?
How exactly send it?
Have you ever heard of a dimension door?
I am unsure if such a thing would... Give it a try.
So I'm going to maintain the link and just go into her room, not even asking, I just go right on in.
Lindis seems
Yes.
to protest for a second, but she just stopped.
I just hold up a finger and just keep walking. And I'm going to try and shrink Dimension Door to just about the size of the bear, hoping
Okay.
I can just penetrate if it's smaller, and I'm going to cast Dimension Door on the wall going to where she is.
Roll Arcana to see if you can do that.
If it's shit, I'm going to lucky it. Just
Okay.
fair warning.
Fair warning. Alright.
Yep, lucky. What the fuck?
Alright. You manage to shift it through, and you hear an excited squeal.
And I just push the bear statue through the Dimension Door.
And the door, you hear a click immediately.
All right, that's
Thank
my
you.
cue to leave.
We will be going now.
The magic of the shop itself seems to wear out. You don't want strange energies. It all seems alright.
And I'm going to approach the wizard, and I'm just going to say, you can leave now, but you owe us a very, very large favor.
She just hugs you and says, yes.
Dragon Fang
Thank you.
takes the drinks that no one bothered taking, just walks out.
No,
with them.
don't do that.
I'm going to... Unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck in a hug, so I can't do much about it.
I'm gonna
Can
tell
I-
him, no, you shouldn't do that, because remember what happened last time?
Because the
in the
drink
back.
should be fine now. Should be no magical energy. So,
You heard her.
Okay.
You heard her is all he says as he walks out. He's chugging one of them.
It's raining out there, right?
He
Yeah.
has his hood up.
Okay.
yeah, it's still very much draining.
All
I'm
right,
good
I'm
to-
gonna walk
Wait,
out
wait.
too, because I don't.
Wait,
Since this place is no longer magically enchanted, why don't you stay for the night? Free of charge. Whatever you want.
I would rather not stay in a place that has a spirit that at any time
what?
could just lock up the doors again. Thank you,
Why
though.
is that?
She looks disappointed.
What
but
time is it?
seems to, it's night at this point.
I would strongly suggest
cast
that you leave as well, because she wasn't
Fangs
terribly
drinks
happy with you.
To make them taste horrible.
She
Wait, what are you doing?
casting prestidigitation on your drinks to make them taste horrible.
Oh.
Essentially, you are now drinking sewage.
I was going to go for piss, but okay. Sewage works.
Wow.
same
such
thing,
a
really.
dick.
She says, I wish that I could leave, but I at least need to stay here for the night. It is my only...
Or you could come with us.
Fang takes a sip of his new glass. His eyes narrow. He pours it out and attempts to drink for the next glass.
I cast prestidigitation on them. Each and every single one.
This repeats until Fang is eventually out of drinks.
You're worse than school children.
Can I
the ones that-
insight this?
I suppose.
Do I know why he just keeps dumping his drinks out?
You think that they
Why?
taste bad? Not necessarily from the magic of the formerly cursed shop. Merely just because someone is casting kind of other magic on it.
Yeah, I've got an 18
I think-
passive wisdom. I'm pretty sure that I see this.
I could roll stealth if you want. Without help.
Roll stealth.
Yeah.
I see you.
I can see you.
Fang knows it's you. He just doesn't say anything.
Doesn't help, I have a gigantic grin on my face.
The wizard eventually steps out into the rain and gets assaulted by it.
We should call the cops.
Fang will take off his cloak and give it to the wizard. She doesn't have one.
She doesn't have a cloak in her damn trinket shop.
I
More
feel like
importantly,
that's
you're giving
kind of
away
bad
Senna's
drinking
cloak.
scene.
Yeah, are
Normally,
you giving away my cloak?
Oh dear.
normally she just sticks inside her shop and doesn't really have one. She has blankets, or if she needs to snuggle up, like
Use a blanket.
Alar
Same
hands
thing.
her his cloak, and an elvish
She'll
says
take-
that he's going to want that back. But rides
she nods.
climbs onto a horse without a cloak.
She follows you guys through the night. Do you guys decide to take up camp anywhere, or do you just keep going?
I'm fine with keeping going.
at
but
least
it's up
in-
to you guys.
Yeah, I'd rather keep going
Until
we find
The
until
rain stops.
we're till the rain stops. We're at the point of exhaustion, or we run into another settlement.
Slash
Oh,
cave.
Shelter, I would say.
So you continue
Slash
walking.
cave,
and
yeah.
set-
Yeah,
Slash
I will.
cave.
I will look for a.
Shelter of
I'll actively
sorts.
be looking for like a shelter.
So
Not gonna
as
lie.
You guys got
as
it.
you continue moving onward, the rain continues for a long time until eventually you get to a mountainous region. It's still night.
Mountains! Sorry.
We already been in mountains, Senna.
Oh, we've been in a
But-
frozen wasteland. There were mountains there, but we didn't stay there for very long.
Yeah,
The
there was
rain
really nothing
becomes
to do.
lighter. And eventually, you begin to feel the air around you growing a bit more hot. And as the rain begins to clear up, you see a bridge leading to a old settlement near the mountains. Or with the bridge passing in between mountains.
Is
I
there
want
a
to
troll under the bridge?
check. Oh my god,
You know what?
is there a troll under the bridge?
No, there's not. When you get to walk across the bridge, you see a bright red light as you just see lava underneath it, and like kind of like encircling this whole kind of region.
So it's not like a river. It's a lava river.
It's a
Yeah.
It's a mode of lava. It's good to know.
Kind of.
Ooh.
Fang, that's just an illusion. You should try jumping in.
Oh, and Alar,
I feel like that
the
needs to
wizard
be
gives you back
perception.
gives you back your cloak. Is soaking wet.
Just
I'm just
glares.
I'm gonna press
on
the
the
digitation
wall.
it dry.
And here we are,
No.
the begin of the official
Hi.
legacy of.
Is this what we see? I'm just curious.
Kind of. Yeah, imagine just like a bridge, like right here, passing through.
And
That's
white
Got
light,
it.
white
Those
letters in the
places.
sky.
Yeah, those are clouds.
Yeah, you see letters spelling out the sky, you know.
That nobody knows.
Fang takes off the cloak and basically unbuttons the shirt.
Am I gonna get my cloak back?
Yes, Fang gives you your cloak back.
And I'm probably starting to fucking die.
Is that lava or
That's
No, it's lava.
it's lava? Okay.
It's definitely lava.
It's definitely hot.
Of
orange
course.
stuff.
As soon as I
Fang
change the overlay to
Fang looks
something
down,
grassy
it's
and
definitely
rainy,
lava.
I told you I wanted to be a surprise.
I don't. It was literally the second I updated it,
Oh.
and the rain stops. It's like, why?
Listen, I intended on you guys being in that shop longer, but you guys like insisted on not wearing it. So, you know.
But not shrinking.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
would've
like
been really
being that small.
interesting.
I
think
would
it's
have liked
fun.
being that small. Fang would have had a great time.
I was prepared to just wild shape into like a spider or something. Go in there,
I want to
fiercely
point
fight
out-
other spiders in there. Been fun.
That it would be our luck that we'd get stuck in there, and then the spell would end.
Wouldn't
Yep.
Suddenly, we're full size in the middle of a wall.
Matt, I wouldn't do that. I
You
had to
would.
stop. I would not.
Technically, that spirit was in a room. So,
A room that was tiny in the space of a wall.
Anyways, you see this in front of you.
Man,
lovely.
I miss snow.
Really? Why?
As Cinna says this, I'm just going to point at her and then just walk off.
Hey, who's wearing heated armor?
I'll take it.
Alar is going to
You
proceed
point
to
at me.
say,
It's
"Jakute."
mine. They shut the fuck up.
Note to self: buy auto cooling armor just to make Senna jealous.
Don't you? That was what the hell?
that is so petty.
All right. So, do you head across the bridge?
Yes. Fang
Is
is
it-
walking out in front because he
Bridge?
doesn't care about the lava.
Huh?
The shifty bridge.
No, it's a solid stone bridge.
Got it. I'll walk across the bridge.
And
Man,
Most-
it really
most-
sucks to be a woman at this point. All the dudes are stripping.
yeah, even Kamathar is kind of undoing his stuff a bit.
I was just gonna
I
take
am-
only the fur cloak off.
Yeah, I'm undoing the cloak, but I'm not taking it off.
Oh.
I've
Fine,
taken
fine,
off
fine.
my magnificent Thorin Oaken shield cloak and put it in my bag, begrudgingly.
So you pass to the city, and when you get there, you see a few half-orc guards. They're like, we have visitors. Hail, citizen. Where do you come from?
Astea! We come from
Astea.
Astea.
Elsewhere.
I have not heard of Astea. What's Astea?
An island
Frozen
far,
wasteland.
far in the south. Lots of snow. You probably wouldn't like it there.
Oh yeah, sounds dreadful. Well, we Normally, we're not accepting of visitors, but maybe if you send up a bit of money. And all of you do feel pretty exhausted. You guys didn't take a rest, so.
What is
Dragon
this?
Fang-
is
So
this
instead
like-
of troll under the bridge, it's troll above the bridge. Got it.
Dragon Fang
Large.
flicks a platinum piece his way.
He's like, that will do greatly, my friend. Thank you. And he opens the gates into.
Yeah, I don't know why we're being such sticklers. We each have 200 platinum at least.
Yeah.
I've got
I only have
300.
177.
Oh, I had 23, so that's probably why I have.
Enter
Hey, this
a-
is Skyrim music.
You enter a city primarily with stone paths, a fountain that surprisingly shoots out water, and interesting groups of citizens. You see drow, red and gold dragonborn, half-orcs, dwarves, and tieflings walking around.
I walk up to the goat dragonborn and ask in Draconic if he's seen a bronze dragon around these parts.
The dragonborn shakes his head and replies back in Draconic, "No, I have not."
Well, good day to you then.
Fang, what does he say? What are you saying?
I know what he's saying.
Santa, what's he saying?
None of your business is what
I
it is.
basically repeat what
Why
I
is he
said.
saying that?
I basically repeat what I said to the dragonborn, but still speaking Draconic.
I don't know what you're saying.
It's alright, don't worry about it.
Dragon Fang touches the side of his nose and walks away.
I curse at him in Salivian.
In what?
It's like the nature speak.
Sylvan?
I say it's Salivian.
You're putting the L before the Y, then.
This is true, yeah.
It's Sylvan.
Oh, yeah, it would be. But whatever. I have said it for years.
I think
I'm
you
going to
added
continue,
I to it.
knowing it's wrong. It's still Salivian.
I know it's wrong. I'm gonna keep saying it wrong.
I mean,
Right,
you
I guess I'll
you
go
gotta
with
enjoy his
Dragon.
resolve.
Like, maybe we can find an inn. I'm dying.
Oh yes, you most certainly find a fairly rowdy, but still enough room for you. One that an inn that is fairly rowdy, but with enough room for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we have a party of 7.
We have Kethar and then
Kethra.
Kethra.
Is
The
the
elf-
wizard lady from the haunted
She,
place still with us, or did she go?
she just kind of goes. She says that she will go off to see if she can buy a city, or not a city, buy a house
Wow.
in the city.
We should have robbed her.
We
buy,
should have fucking robbed her ass.
buy the whole city.
No, she's gonna try to.
I'm
buy
gonna
this
see if
buy
I
a
can go buy a city, guys. See ya.
I mean, she's got enough for a house. We still should have tried to rob her.
Wow.
I'm pretty
Nah.
sure we have enough for a house.
We've probably got enough for 5 houses.
You guys probably have enough for your own small kingdom.
Yeah, if you spent everything.
Well, considering the price of some of the items in some of the shops, no, I don't think we have enough for a kingdom.
Dragon Fang walks up to the counter and orders fish.
Orders
I'm
fish.
assuming
Oh,
at the tavern.
you don't. They don't have fish, but they do have a nice meat stew.
You know,
I'll
Just-
take it.
just as another possibility for a tavern in this area, it would be really cool to have like a lava fish.
It's a good idea. Let me write that down.
Just an idea for you, because it'd be really cool.
It's a very interesting flavor. It comes pre-cooked.
Tastes a bit like rock and smoke.
So to actually cook it properly, you soak it in cold water.
I like the idea.
Pretty good.
They
Oh.
actually they decide to they like wait. We do have one of these. And they hold up something that looks vaguely familiar to you as a fish, but it looks kind of dark and red.
Fang raises an eyebrow. I'll take it.
The gold dragonborn barmaid quickly brings it over to a pot of water, dips it in, and eventually brings it out to you, and asks for 5 gold, or not 5 gold, 5 silver.
That's some expensive fucking fish.
No, 5 silver.
Do you need some silver?
How much are your drinks?
And she says, we generally give free drinks with a meal. And she says, pouring you a nice sized glass of ale.
Alright. Fang flips a gold coin to the dragon-born barmaid. And he says, keep the change as he winks at her.
She smiles and winks back.
I refuse to take part in this challenge, Alar.
So when you eat the fish, it has a nice, rich, smoky flavor to it.
There's a what flavor to it?
Smoky. Not like... Yeah.
So it's like a smoked fish kind of flavor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you drink the ale, it fills your body with a sense of...
With a sense of what?
A sense of warmth. Like, almost to the point of uncomfortable, but not quite.
Fang orders a second plate of this fish and ale.
Yeah, 5 more silver.
He gives the barmaid another gold piece.
At this point, I'm sitting next to him, just watching him scarf down fish.
You're fine. I'll accept your challenge, AR.
Hey, wait, Senna, do you have N's old set of rules for the drinking games?
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Don't.
Why would I have...
Fang will accept this challenge. He puts down 5 pieces of silver.
I think I remember it. Do you want me to recite what I remember?
I mean, I kind of remember it too. Oh well, we'll just go with like a regular, just con saves.
The way he set it up, I believe he had it so you just rolled Constitution for the first one regularly, and then if you got lower than a certain one, the next time you did it with disadvantage and whatnot.
So we're doing con saves?
How much con? What's your con modifier? All of them.
Well, I would rather have con saves.
4?
Yeah. Just give me your con modifiers if you're
My con modifier is 1.
Oh,
Plus,
okay.
I have a 3 for a modifier.
All right, everyone put in your modifiers so I know what they are.
Not playing, but I can do it anyways.
If you're playing, put it in.
Oh, I don't know if I'm playing. The other way you could do it is use Bob's rule, where the DC went up by 5 after every round, which might be easier and easier to keep track of.
Yeah.
If it could be,
like the first round was, I think, crit fail. Second round was DC 5, 10, 15.
Yeah,
if it
I like
could
that.
be, if it could be a Constitution save, that'd be great.
Yeah, it'll be a con save.
He has proficiency in those.
Okay,
That's
so
why.
everyone that's participating make a con save.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh my god! So Isha and Alar, you guys now roll with disadvantage. Dragon Fang and Laurelin, you guys are all right for the moment. Roll another round.
Primanelli.
What? Double crit fail to a double nat 20.
So everyone passes that round. Isha, Ayla, you no longer have advantage. However, if you fail one more time, you're still out.
How did he lose disadvantage even though he didn't crit?
Because they both crit. Oh yeah,
No,
you're right.
disadvantage.
Aylar had disadvantage. Never mind. Isha, you no longer have disadvantage. Woo!
Sorry, Matt, but
All right, everyone, roll again.
Well, fuck.
Oh. Well, you've only lost once. So.
I'm gonna lucky that. There we go.
Oh come on, you can't use your lucky for this.
You can't. I can't. Why not? I'm a very lucky
Alright,
drinker.
fine.
It's
All
the
right,
last.
I'll
It's
give
the
you-
last
I'll-
one.
Oh, okay. Then I'll give it to you. Dragon Fang, you're the only one that gets drunk that round. You now roll with disadvantage.
Alright.
So everyone roll again. All right. Everyone passes that round. Everyone's feeling pretty drunk.
Can I assume if I can't use lucky anymore, I can't use cutting words either.
No, you cannot.
While this is happening, I'm eating my second plate of fish.
I've
So
reached
everyone-
over and taken some because you guys are way too busy doing that.
Everyone roll me another con save.
Fuck, I just realized Kethra would almost certainly be participating in this, but
Oh, whoops. my
I
bad.
didn't think of it till now.
You got
Aw.
this. You got this,
Isha
dragon.
and I are
Dragon
out.
Fang. Yep, Aylar and Isha are out, and Dragon Fang, you feel like you can't go on any longer, but you're not knocked out.
Maybe-
Laurelyn, you would be rolling with disadvantage now if you know.
But 19. Oh.
It goes up by 5 every time. I was going by the
Crap.
bottom rule apparently,
So I'm rolling with disadvantage?
and he was rolling with disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm gonna be ready to catch
Well, no,
Dragon Fang
Laurelyn,
just because
Laurelyn.
it looks a little.
Yeah, Dragon Fang is like at the point where he cannot drink, pass out.
Okay, so I'm just disadvantage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
if
you're the
you
only one
can-
left.
No.
Oh!
Does he have to drink this one and pass in order to win?
No,
Like,
I mean,
but like a drinking contest works. Like,
You gotta have
Actually,
one more than everybody else.
yeah, we've had the same amount so far. So if you finish,
okay, then both of you guys roll.
He doesn't.
Whoever gets the higher con save?
yeah.
Yes, whoever gets the higher con
Fuck!
enough.
Does the cookie give me, like,
that's-
not nat
No.
fail and make that a natural 2?
It does not. Laurelyn, unfortunately, you pass out into Kethra's arm. And Dragon Fang, you stop yourself just before you pass out, but you're very drunk.
What else is
I
there?
order one more plate of fish as victory. I take my pot. What was that?
So how much...
It was
Fuck, it was-
50 gold to participate.
It was 50 gold each.
Christ, I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
So I got 150 gold from that because I put in 5 platinum. For this.
And it is...
Yeah.
All of my 50 gold is in copper.
Yes! I love it!
I can see
Yeah,
that.
because your bag gives you 1 copper piece a day, and you stopped giving them.
All right.
No,
so-
I've given them to you every day. We just haven't had many days. I would give you
This is
a
true.
copper, but I'm passed out, so...
So that would be
Right.
5,000 copper.
Yes,
500.
5,000
Um,
copper. Or is that 50,000 copper? Hold on. I think it's 5,000 copper.
150 gold times.
See, you're that
10
dick who
makes
goes to
it
the dollar
silver.
store and pays for everything in
Yep,
pennies, aren't you?
5,000 copper.
I've really considered for one
Actually, I think
dungeon
it's
where all the
15,000.
loot was in copper. I've really considered doing that.
One time I
Give me
think
a
you
sec.
did do that, and I was the one who took it all.
Anyways, Dragon Fang, while you're sitting there at the barmaid comes over and smiles and asks you if you'd like a room.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
She
How
smiles.
many rooms do you
and,
have, by the way?
She says that she has a total of 5.
Uh,
Well, I mean, me and Ayla are always passing.
I put like I imagine I have all the copper in one big bag. I just put it on the bar.
No. What are you doing?
Being drunk.
I'm here monitoring him
I
like
look,
a child.
I look at her. Then I look down at the bag. It's like you must be crazy if you think I'm carrying this. This is fucking heavy.
I'll carry it. It's fine.
She'll help you with
Yeah, because I'm a good sport, I will pay for everyone's rooms.
Okay. She'll
With
just
all
kind
the
of scoop
coppers?
up 100 copper. Or actually, no, not 100 copper, 500 copper, and put it away.
I give the bag full of copper to Senna. It's like if you want to carry this, be my guest.
And the
How much is
barmaid
it?
escorts you.
So it was 15k worth of copper pieces.
How about
it
it?
was only 5,000 worth of copper pieces.
Yeah, the rest
Because-
is gold.
Don't listen to me. Because
No?
I was thinking the entire total.
It was.
So you're saying it's like
It's 5,000 copper, the rest gold.
I
Or
tried to
vodka.
convince the barmaid to help me to my room.
Oh yes, she was about to
Right.
do that.
Uh,
She
well-
she helps you to your room, and once inside,
or
helps you into your bed. And
Does she take his clothes off too?
oh my god!
jeez.
I don't want. I don't want things to go that
She's
far.
doing
Now.
quite
maybe
good.
a massage.
when you two are alone in the room, she does lie down next to you.
Oh, all right.
I get the feeling her job is more than just a barmaid.
Man, she didn't
Oh my-
even let me order a room, but I think
I pay for
Took
all.
all the,
every-
yeah, she
I paid
already
for
got the
everyone's
gold for the room.
Still passed out.
And she
Oh, that's
gently
right.
leans up against you, Dragon Fang, and falls asleep.
all right. I cuddle with her.
okay.
As the gold Dragon Maid does not back, a drow barmaid comes out.
Hey, can you help me carry these two drunk guys up?
Three.
Or at
3.
3?
She just
Can you help us?
sighs, says, "That's not part of my job, sweetie."
If I give you 5 gold, will you help me? I'm a woman.
She's also a woman.
Sir. So now I'm just instantly ticked off.
No, she's also a woman.
No, I heard her say sir, Jared.
Oh,
I thought you said.
oh. She said that. I said that she sighed. Sorry. She just extends her hand, is like, "Fine."
You gotta help me get them up there first.
Pay me the gold now or no deal.
Half now.
Out of
Fine.
character, I would just like to say that Kethra can just carry me up there.
I'm making a deal.
Yeah. What about your vampire friend? He'll help you.
Well, he's carrying
I-
Senna.
Yeah.
Not right now. Jesus. Alright, I give her 3 gold. Help them up.
She pockets it, and she'll help Laurelin, who's the lightest.
She's being carried by Kethra. She's gotta help carry one of the other two.
She sighs, like, grabs Alar.
I only
I'm
weigh
gonna
106, if
elbow
that helps.
Alar is going to
Kamathar and ask him to
struggle.
carry Isha up.
Amethyst
Yeah.
like, "Of course." And he picks up Isha with ease, takes her upstairs.
Right.
You struggle, she just kind of drops you. You take 1 bludgeoning damage.
At the top of the stairs or the
Hit your head
bottom?
against the stairs.
No, she's just like lifting him up, and he's struggling, so she kind of like freaks out and drops him.
Rip.
I'm gonna give you extra gold because he's a troublesome one.
She nods and says, "Better." And she kind of smiles after
Am I
saying this.
passed out?
Okay, I was about to you sassing me? I'm 5'5" of fury.
But yeah, eventually she helps get you upstairs, Alar.
I
I'd say
need to
you're
know this.
I'd say you're pretty passed out.
Damn. I was
Right,
gonna
once she
teleport.
gets him into his room, I give her 3 already, so I'm gonna give her. I gave her 3. I feel like she wouldn't have done it for 2.
Let's give her 3 more.
I was gonna give her 4 more.
Yeah, that works.
Except you only promised her 5. And then you
She
Yeah,
said,
and then
"Well,
I said I'd
because
give you
one.
extra because he's a troublesome one. Or drop you.
I'm assuming this is
No,
a
I'm-
long rest though, right?
Yes, it's gonna be.
So
That was
I'm
what
gonna
you give
put my
her?
Hit point back to
I gave her 4 more after the 3 I
She
gave her.
says, "Thanks, honey," and walks on past, giving you a pat on the back.
Okay. slink off to my own room, I guess.
Once Kamathar has finished putting Isha away, he joins you. Said,
I feel like the mother, but I'm clearly the youngest.
he just lays down next to you.
My character, I believe, is 19.
Is how old?
19. Almost put 9.
Yeah, you're the youngest.
I am the
So now I'm
youngest.
500.
And as everyone takes a long rest, it's probably a good point to end the session.
But it's so early.
Yeah,
Only
already.
9:45.
It's only 10.
I do have work at 6 in the morning. I have to get up at 5.
Don't you most weeks though? Or is it just this week?
No, it. Last week they made me work at. They started me at 5. This week they're starting me at 6. But I prefer to actually get sleep because I've only been getting like 5 hours of sleep the past week.
Same, bro.
Bummer. I was just getting into it too.
Oh
Yeah.
well, if you guys are just getting into it, let's continue. Let you guys explore.
Yay, guilt trips.
It's not really a guilt trip. It is pretty early. I can stand for like at least an hour.
All right.
Yeah, I was looking
Yeah.
at the time. It's only like 8:47. It's like,
Yeah.
you gotta get up at.
Man, my
6.
parents aren't even asleep. How am I supposed to go downstairs and pilfer the kitchen?
All right, well, actually, you know what? Let's just call a 10-minute break then. That's what just so I can
Okay.
get some water and stuff like that. I think that's
Damn
fair.
it, they're not
Yeah,
asleep, Jared. I can't pilfer the kitchen.
I'm down for a 10-minute break.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'll be right back.
We'll be right back, guys.
Don't forget.
Hey guys, so I'm muting this for just a second. I'm out of Discord. Just while we're in be right back mode, taking a break. I would really appreciate it. See you later, Nikki, if I didn't miss you already. But for those of you that are still watching, I would appreciate staying after the session just a little bit. I'm going to try and do some raiding tonight. Something I'm going to try and mix in with the sessions when I can. Streamer we're going to be raiding tonight. Really great guy. He's doing a fucked up Friday. He's hilarious. Really good streamer. So I'd appreciate if y'all stick around, help me raid this guy, and I know he would appreciate it too. So after the session, give you guys all instructions on that, and we'll see what happens. Till then, we got just a few more minutes left on break, so we'll be back shortly.
Yo, wake up.
And we're back.
Morning. Everyone wakes up in the morning and I'm assuming you're all going to meet in the tavern.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crowded, but you all find a table.
Dragonfang, upon waking up, will kiss the forehead of the Dragonborn that slept next to him.
I don't know if gold dragonborns can blush, but you think if they could, they would shoot be blushing.
I didn't ask Kanathar before we went to bed last night.
They just turn more of an orange.
Yeah, her cheeks turn more.
He gives her a soft smile as he'll head out with her. He'll head down the stairs with her as well.
And of course, I'm into deafening myself.
She looks pretty happy and contentedly follows you.
Keeping up his round of being a good sport, Dragonfang will buy everyone breakfast.
Do you want to use the coppers that you gave me?
Yes, I do.
Whatever the equivalent of
Like-
gold is.
Of how much gold? Jared, you're cutting out.
Okay, good. He's not just cutting out for me.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
4
Four
gonna
gold.
try to eat at the same time. Sorry.
So that'll be 400 copper.
Hey, look, you're down to about 4,000 copper.
You're only down to about 4,000.
The drow behind the counter does not look impressed, but takes it regardless.
Everybody needs a little copper in their life.
Hey, I can turn down the stream.
You see, Dragonfang
Hey, that's nice.
just like
finally
chuckles
hit-
at her. Yeah. Sorry about that. Someone, like, he looks over to Laurel and decided to have a little bit of fun with their payout. Crap. Don't add that. Bang looks at Senna and he basically says, "Please don't add that to my pile."
Hey! No, I had 8 before, so it's okay.
No,
So I know exactly how much, because it says 4,009.
Yeah. Because the copper piece is from the bag of holding. That was the deal, is I carry the bag of holding, but she gets the copper piece it makes every day.
And then when I go to the bank, I will exchange all of it. Well, not your stuff, because that's yours.
I mean, if you want to exchange it, you can. It's just we'll split it.
Okay. We'll see. I don't think I've ever seen a bank in this entire world.
So Dragonfang takes he's having a cup of milk. He specifically ordered a cup of milk for his breakfast.
That's
he
fucking cute.
He takes a drink of it and he like puts it down on the table. So what's on the schedule for today?
He's just gonna have her head down on the table, holding.
Ignore
Like,
that, Jared.
I
It
don't
was
feel well.
PM fail.
Okay. Drink your milk.
I was gonna ask Kamathar before we went to bed last night if you need something to drink.
Dragonfang passed Icho on the back.
But I didn't.
There's always next time. There's always next time.
He says that he's fine for now.
Or
He nods and says, "Yes, I can control my urge."
insight that. Damn it.
I'll incite it.
He's telling the truth. He's not lying. He seems fine, other than the weakness that he's not Astea.
Well, I mean, it's been a while, so that's why I was asking.
Oh, he feasted during the week, I'm assuming.
Not on me.
Especially on you.
He didn't ask, so it didn't happen.
And
I mean,
more
I'm-
than just
I'm
blood.
sure-
No, shut up. Yeah, ho. God damn it, Laurelyn.
What?
How's your head feel this morning, huh? I think I was the only actual party member that.
Pretty good.
All right.
I'm
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and see how I feel. Is it a Constitution saving throw or?
I think it's just straight Constitution.
I feel like
feel
Yeah, you
fucking
feel
awful.
awful.
You have a hell of a
I'm-
hangover.
Ah, crap.
He's kind of following close behind. Or in front of.
I'm pretending to feel really well right now.
And it's not
You
working
all
very
get-
well.
Yep.
Hold on, let
You
me
know
see if I
I'm
can
gonna
tell.
try deception really quick. Nope.
I can tell that Alar's faking it, but I can't tell that Dragonfang's faking it. Fake it till you make it.
So eventually, Dragonball says, "You're
I'm
new to this
attempting
part
to
of
look
right?
like I still have it.
Wait. Come again?
You're new to this part of town, or you're new to this place, correct?"
Who's saying this to me? The Gold
That's-
Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Yes.
He nods and is like, "Why, yes, I am. Just got in last night, actually."
She pulls out a map behind her apron and hands it to you. And now I will show you guys my world that I created.
Oh, it's adorable.
A lot better. Jared, I'm impressed.
Not bad.
Improvement.
I mean, it looks like an actual hand-drawn map.
Yeah.
I said I was impressed. I'm pretty sure I have this paper. Hells, actually.
It was like the first thing on Critical Results. It was a pain to get it to work.
Oh. This place is much bigger than I thought it'd be.
A lot bigger than it's actually got about the same. Is that a? I'm curious. Is that a lake of fire? The fire lake? Is that a lava lake?
Yes.
Where do you guys get your regular? Curious now.
A lot of it comes from Drine. There is a place over a lot of water there. A lot of other places around here also have various water sources, generally underground. If you're, you could probably learn more about this at the hot springs we have.
Hot springs, you say?
Oh.
Yes.
Dragonfang will give her like a very charismatic look. Oh, well, I see you there.
She smiles and says, "Maybe."
I look forward to it. By the way, I haven't gotten your name yet.
You don't want the dog horse, Sailor?
She's like, why should I tell you? And she kind of smiles.
She just being a hoe because she like wants money.
No, eventually she can't really keep it together, and she says, "My name is Sonore."
What a lovely name.
Well, thank you.
I am Dragonfang, but you could just call me Fang if you wish.
She nods. All right. And then you flick her a silver piece. Do you ask
Yeah,
her
for the
in
information.
Elvish? Or ask her?
Yes.
She gives you a very blank stare.
What was he asking?
I'm going to sigh.
I'm just gonna repeat the question.
Rocco.
I'm going to
And-
say
Oh, you
Draconic.
repeat it in common. Okay. When it's repeated in common, she says that this place doesn't really have dogs, horses, carriages, etc. A lot of that's more up towards the more industrial areas like Drine and Cloiksmith.
I think
Come
I
again?
did something wrong.
In the more industrial areas like Drine and a Cloiksmith.
I don't know why, but a Cloiksmith sounds so dirty. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, it kind of does. Everyone, quick, roll a charisma check to see if you giggle. Yes. Definitely. Yeah.
Definite giggles
No.
from you two.
I hold my composure in front of my fine lady friend.
It looked
Hey,
like
you
I'm
don't
giggling at a
laugh.
joke.
I'm so tempted to
I
cutting
heard.
words Dragonfang just so he giggles and makes a fool of himself, but I won't.
I'm going to pretend I heard a great joke from Kamathar.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing as hard as
Isha.
Isha, but you know. Tee hee. That's Laurelin's giggle. Tee hee.
The clerics. Jeez.
So, is there any shops in this area?
She does, yes. There is a nice market filled with various food. There is also a blacksmith that makes our weapons. He specializes in weapons.
I have a question. Where are we at?
I
You're
assume
in
Dronard.
Renard.
Yeah, I think we'd be down here.
Right. I thought maybe we were in the town we were giggling at, but giggle giggle.
Okay.
Tee hee.
So,
And she says, like I mentioned earlier, there's also hot springs, and if you're more of the religious type, there is a church.
Of
That is a very important
Jared,
question.
having not thought of a god name? Oh my god.
It's
religious character asks, of who?
oh wait, no, I have it down. What am I talking about? Oh, it's soon. Goddess of love and beauty.
I'm just sad they didn't do anything with the information about the church that was Astea, whatever. The key
There are several
place.
churches in Astea, like, honestly.
There's only
Harry-
about 3. You know, we
Hearing
didn't
that,
say goodbye to those 2 people we got married. That got married.
oh rip. Hearing that, Dragonfang just basically says something along the lines, "Oh, you must be quite the patron of such a church."
All right, I'm gonna have to make a charisma save to not just
She smiles and
got it. Posed.
I'm going to suggest to Kethra that we go do some shopping.
she nods and follows along. She's more in a breastplate now to kind of make up for how hot it is here. Like she has just like basic clothes underneath it.
If I'm gonna continue to wear that armor,
Surprisingly, it suppresses the outside heat and just keeps you comfortable.
oh, okay. I'm not dying, guys.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
it's not
elbow
really a
dragon.
heating armor, it's a temperature controlling armor.
Sorta, yeah.
She's got a thermostat.
Don't touch my thermostat. Under the armor.
And
Can
I am
when the
always,
stars allowed to turn it up.
and I'm using prestidigitation to, like, always wipe sweat from the brow so I never appear to be sweating.
Got it.
The heat does not bother
you
me
just
at
don't
all.
sweat.
Dragonfang
sweat.
just has his shirt off.
The fire never bothered me anyways.
When you look around the
Okay.
town, the people don't really seem too bothered by the heat. But granted, a lot of them don't wear a ton of clothing, only really necessary amounts.
Do I
I'm
get
gonna-
any weird looks about my scales?
I don't know.
Not really.
What would I roll to see if I give you a weird look?
I have
Weren't
no
you-
idea.
If you
honestly.
can or not.
Weren't you Tabaxi?
I
He's a
have-
tabaxi with dragon bloodline, though, so he's got scales.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
He's got small patches of scales.
I just want to make sure I didn't screw something up there.
But yes.
I thought he had. Never mind. I'm thinking of something different.
I mean, you don't have to really roll to see if you do something. You can just say that you do.
I
Basically,
don't.
picture an Argonian mixed with a Khajiit.
I can see his picture though. That's
Dragonfang's gonna go to a blacksmith.
I was about to tell him. I'm like, don't you want to go look for a rapier?
Yes, I do.
Just trying to say
Well,
that.
then you better go catch up to Alar. He left. Like 5
Yeah.
minutes ago.
I left.
Because I'm interested.
Yeah, I left when Alar left. With Kethra.
I-
Awesome.
I was busy saying sweet nothings to.
Yes,
my
yes,
lady
we all
friend,
know what you busy.
And I will leave.
Yeah,
with,
we were-
I will leave with Senna.
Camathar following behind begrudgingly because it's hot, I guess. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, he's following along.
I guess I follow Camathar, not wanting to be the only one javelin.
All right, so we'll start with Kethra, and you guys head to the markets, I'm presuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you head to the markets. There are various vendors of the aforementioned races who are kind of distribute. They have differing foods and a few weapons, artifacts here and there, but nothing too special. It's mostly food, drink.
Well,
So what about the blacksmith?
yeah, the blacksmith.
There's
where
the
you go-
blacksmith.
Were you going to the blacksmith or going?
Oh, we were.
We're going to.
Me and Alar were going to the blacksmith.
I'm going to the blacksmith as well.
Oh, okay.
So-
my bad.
Literally everyone now is going.
Oh, okay, so everyone was going to the blacksmith. My bad. When you get to the blacksmith, it is a black dragon, surprisingly. And he is hammering away at a bit of iron as he eventually looks up to you. Yes?
I'm going to say, I'm just basically going to say greetings in Draconic.
He nods and says, yes, how may I help you? He
I'll
introduces
also greet
himself.
him in Draconic.
He introduces himself as Alterium.
I would like to see
Hey.
your finest weapons, sir.
Ilar mentioned what to the Elvish.
He thinks for a moment, goes to the back, and then pulls out a heavy greatsword.
Dragonfang looks at it, and he just kind of sighs. Well, maybe if I was a bit stronger, I could.
He's
use
like, nonsense, you can use this. And he tries to drop it in your hand.
Can I reach out and like try and catch it, knowing that he's probably gonna drop it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that, Senna?
That is
that's-
for me to know. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It is a GM role that no one else needs to know about.
I need to know what's happening.
All right.
Okay, anyway.
She has absolutely no self-control.
Oh, okay. But yes, yeah, you can try and grab.
Alar's gonna ask the blacksmith if he can see his finest short swords. He's gonna say that in common.
Short swords.
when I look
What
at
kind of
the,
weapon's a short sword?
when I look back at the group, do I notice like any of their magic items?
Probably.
I'm basically going to ask them.
I mean, I am glowing, so I think he would.
I'm basically going to ask, like, in Elvish, like, none of you would have like anything like you can spare that would give me a boost to my strength, would you?
So your
Unfortunately,
strength? No.
I don't think so.
I have the gauntlets of ogre strength, but I am wearing them.
Out of
Same.
curiosity, what kind of things are you proficient with?
I'm proficient with what rogues are and simple weapons.
So basically, short swords and simple weapons.
Yeah. Would I not be proficient with a rapier?
I
You should
think
be.
I don't know.
It's a martial weapon.
Yeah.
I think rogues are normal.
Give me 30 seconds.
Yeah, rogues
and
are
I can
proficient with
tell you.
rapiers.
Okay.
Things
Do I
go
sense any
through.
magic on this greatsword that I'm holding?
On the greatsword,
Yeah.
roll Arcana.
Not bad.
Yeah, you think it's a pretty hefty greatsword. It's not just any regular greatsword.
I'm gonna ask him. So what's magical? Not what's magical. What does this greatsword do? How is it made? How good is it?
It is the finest greatsword that I have made. my life. You notice that it's made out of silver and steel. And he says, didn't really come up with a name for it, so I suppose you could name it after what I made it out of. It's an exquisite greatsword. You won't find many better than it. Promise you that.
Oh,
I want
see
something.
for them.
How much is it?
He says, I think 1,000 gold is fair for my life's work.
I'm going to identify this and see what's so
Nearly all
special
the
about it.
It's a +2 greatsword.
That's it?
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Well, for 1,000 gold.
For 1,000
plus
gold,
two at this
usually
point in
it's
time is
double for +1 and then double +1 for +2, so it'd be like 200 gold pieces at most. So that's why I'm glad I identified it. I was gonna say no thank you and hand it back.
Just wow. I give you guys so many magic items that you get all. I bought like a +1 shield for like 700 gold.
Did you really? Did you really? Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he
really
fucked up
did.
and gave us way too much gold, though. I would rather stick to daggers unless it's a really cool greatsword, that's all.
Senna takes off her gauntlets of ogre strength and gives them to Dragon. It says, here, you need these more than I do.
You feel immensely weak. Wait, actually, Senna, you still have the +2, so I think you're. So
Yeah, I think my original one was
13. So now you're 15.
It's not too much weaker.
Yeah, so you feel weaker, but you're still pretty.
Don't rely on me to pick people up, okay?
I'm gonna ask him if he's able to improve my short sword any more than it already is.
He looks at it and says, I probably couldn't do too much to it. It's pretty hefty. And I'd basically end up making it into a longsword, unless you want a longsword.
I feel like you just don't want me to use short swords.
Dragon Fang.
Oh yes,
approaches-
let me give you just everything on the dot.
Well, no, it's
He's
because
saying that
from
to the
start of
blacksmith.
campaign,
Oh, I thought.
Oh.
No, I'm actually saying this out of character to Jared, because from the start of the thing, I've said I've used short swords. So when he finally gives me a decent magic item, it's a club.
Do you want me to turn your thing into like? Well, it's a +2.
I had this argument with him the other day, too. But I'm just
Can
going to
never
wander around the shop
satisfy you.
looking. I'm satisfied.
Right.
I just
Dragon Fang will
don't really want a great sword. I was more just curious.
approach the blacksmith again. Would you happen to have any rapiers?
I do not carry weapons like that. Most of my weapons are of the heavier.
So is that a no to a longsword?
I have a few long swords.
All right. What is your finest longsword?
You should ask what is your lightest longsword.
Yeah, he'll pull out a nice and he'll hand it to you and says, I could work on this short sword. I'm not sure how much better I can make it, but I can give it my best shot. Wait, it's what he says to Alar.
What was that?
He says, "I'm
you
not
cut
sure
out a
how
little
much.
bit.
I'm not sure how much I could do this because this is the one that's like the super heavy one, right?
The what? You keep
This is
cutting
like
out.
this is the heavy short sword you got.
No, this is just a +1 short sword that I had.
Pretty sure you got that from Stoverock, where they were giving out +1 weapons that were heavier than normal.
No, I think I got this earlier.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
you had that +1 before Stoverock.
Either way, he'll look at it and he'll say, "All right, I'll see what I can do. Not sure how much better I can make it, but we'll see." It's already a pretty nice thing that I'm not familiar with.
Does he have any like special longswords? Like, what is this? Just a normal longsword he gave me?
He gave you a longsword.
So he doesn't have anything like the fancy rapiers that we took off of that one assassin?
No, he is definitely not part of the Order of the Black Dagger.
All right.
He didn't say it was specifically, but
He seems to specialize in heavy things.
How much for
Alright.
a longsword, sir?
He says, for this one, I'll say 350. It's a pretty nice longsword.
I I give the longsword to Laurelin to identify.
you do this, please.
Laura's already wandering around the city.
God damn it!
Around the shop.
The shops.
Shop. Yeah.
Just the blacksmith?
Yeah, I'm looking for
Okay.
daggers that are unique to the area, even if they're nothing special except they're from Drenard and like maybe different carvings or whatever.
You notice...
Okay, so Laurelin basically collects daggers like they're fucking shot glasses.
Yes, exactly.
You...
Oh look, this one has boobs on it.
Merlin, eventually, a dagger in Alterium, in the back of Alterium workshop catches your eye. It looks dark, but yet it has a shine to it.
Dude,
I will grab that.
You're gonna have to probably ask him. It's way in the back. Oh, nice.
Well,
Let's see.
Fang.
I'll use that Arcana check anyway. And I'm just gonna...
Yeah.
Alterium, sir. Would you mind if I grab this dagger, or could you grab it for me? I'm a bit of a collector, and I'll flourish and juggle a couple daggers quickly and put them away.
He smiles. Is like, sure, and he'll go bring you the dagger, and when you check it,
Could I?
Yeah.
Fang is just next to Laurelin. Could you look at this for me? He wants 350 gold for it, and I'm not sure.
I look at it. It's a really, really nice longsword, man. I give
it's
it
a
back.
+1 longsword.
It's a decently nice long sword.
All right, I'll pay up.
With your money, because I
yeah.
have some of your money. How much do you need?
But before he says that, because I almost forgot I had it, if we don't mind retconning, I'm going to message him and just be like, I have a much better longsword. And I'll give it to you when we're done here.
Oh yeah, you need to edit the bag of holding.
All right.
So you when you
Fang
identify it,
puts back the longsword.
it's a it is a +3 dagger.
Ooh.
And it is entirely black. It has a red it's like red and black on the blade. It has a nice design on it.
Man,
So you
that is a
hear-
terrible
You just
tune.
pull out
Very
a...
unpleasant noise from Misha, who's just bored.
As I'm concentrating on
Entrance
this,
of the
I just reach over. Please don't play the liar. I feel like I'm going to end up breaking that lyre at some point. out of character. How much for the dagger,
Either
sir?
You will or Alar will.
How much for the dagger? About the same price as the great sword, 1,200.
Dude, I thought it was 1,000 for the greatsword.
Yeah, he says about that price, so 1,200.
The dagger's worth more than the great sword.
Yeah.
Looking at the dagger, Dragon Fang basically says, "I'll help you pay for it if you want."
1,200. You know, this really is fine work. And you are very well built, and I can tell you run things really well. But unfortunately, I'm just a bit short. Would you be willing to lower it down any, and maybe I'll buy you a drink or something?
Oh,
He kind of smiles and says, "No, that stuff doesn't really work on me. But sure, 900."
I can do 900.
Yeah. 100, 300 less. It's pretty good. It's got like a $300 discount.
Do I know the name of the inn that I was staying at? Or did we just walk
what was
into an inn?
Yeah, you do. No, it's in my notes here.
Doesn't matter. I'll just tell him, I'm staying at insert name here. Come find me later.
You're staying at. Where'd it go? Oh, the Bitter Pirate Pub. There we are.
Sweet.
You also know that there is another, thanks to your map, there's another inn here in the city called the Married Dragon Inn.
You know. Oh my. You know what? I'm not even going to bother having regular daggers listed anymore.
It's probably a good idea.
yeah, same. My claws deal as much
I don't
damage
use
as
them.
my daggers. No.
Well, I have 22 of them, but I never
have
use them.
6.
I think I gave you 5 of those is the funny thing.
You did. I think you gave me actually all of them because I didn't have any before. Oh no,
I think
wait,
so,
I
yeah.
did. I had
Something
one,
like that.
2. I had 2.
I gave you 4 of them.
No, because that stupid assassin stole the 2 I had and used it to pin my map.
Yeah, but you got those back.
I did. And then we killed him, and then I took his fancy rapier sword. White ass longsword is what I originally had in there, but I figured that's not the proper name
Oh.
for it.
It's not Dronard, it's Bronard.
Oh, that's a B? That's a V.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
well,
V.
that makes a very large difference.
Yep.
That's minimum damage, by the way.
Oh my lord.
God.
I'm not. Oh.
Jesus.
Oh my. Oh my.
I kind of
Does
want to
anyone
make
do anything
this,
else in time? Sorry?
but I kind of want to make this dagger and actually make a picture for it now.
He says hopefully within about a week. I have many projects that I must work on, unfortunately.
I ask him how much it will cost.
Dragon Fang.
I'll say about 250 gold if you're looking to make this thing better. It's already near top of the line.
I'm going to tell him that if he can do it in a day, I'll pay him double.
Consider it done. It sets to work immediately.
And I give him 250 now, and he'll receive the other 250 when the job is done.
Alright?
As all this is going on, Dragon Fang just basically torches Laurelin. So you collect daggers, do you?
Yes, I do.
He'll pull out one of his daggers that he took along from his Tabaxi tribe. It's got a couple of engravings, and the hilt just below the blade is like in the shape of a jaguar mouth. I really won't be needing this anymore.
How much would you want for it? Sorry, it's
Oh,
my
you-
Vincent slipping in there.
Oh, I was just gonna give it to you. Really need it.
Thank you, and I'll pull out 4 more daggers that are just regular, just in case you need them.
Just
Always
really
good to have a
likes
knife
giving
handy.
out daggers. I have a small knife tucked into my breast pocket.
Why did my AC go down? Going.
Sometimes it likes to reset itself for no reason because I have a hard time keeping mine at 18.
If you have something that does like a plus, like a cloak or something that does like a +1, if you go over to the gear, there's a global armor class modifier. You can put that in there and it'll help hold it still.
Alright, 13. The hex.
Oh, that's right. Alar
What?
never forgets.
Oh, by the way, do you still have that? Oh, wait, no, you don't.
There we go.
While,
I don't
while
believe you.
What's going on?
I honestly
Well,
don't
you guys
remember.
have
I didn't
passed-
see it on my old character sheet.
While you guys
So-
have passed through to the blacksmith, you guys did notice a lovely marble-looking building that you felt a nice, relaxing sort of heat emanate.
Is that the hot spring? Because I was gonna go to the hot spring next.
It's tis.
Hot spring!
Hot spring episode.
Hey, did we have one of those like last Saturday?
Yeah.
It was great.
I planned on having this. Put it there. Just so happened that what happened.
Ramian.
Also, as they're walking, Fang will also approach. I guess he'll ask like while they're exchanging daggers. So, what was that long sword you're telling me about?
Oh, yes. Upon saying that, as I'm having this conversation with Alar in my head, staring off into space, I will pull out the Heart of Astea, and I will flourish it a couple times and offer it to him.
Dragon Fang will.
You recall that as the sword that all was thrown around.
Dragon Fang's like kind of taken aback a bit, and he'll humbly accept it. Well, thank you.
Oh, right. Look
Hey,
in your
Laurelin.
journal.
Do you want Dragon Slayer now?
No. Basically, it's a +3 longsword with an extra damage die.
I don't see anything.
Hold on.
I don't think it was put in yet.
There. It also still has a versatile property, so
It has a what property?
Can't you cast
Oh,
light
really?
through it?
The one that lets two-hand it to increase it to a D10 instead of a D8.
Yeah. So
I have
Wow.
if you use it two-handed, that's 2d10 plus stat plus 3 damage. Well, it'd have to be strength. So
Yeah, I have the ogre gauntlets now, so my strength size is as high as my dex now.
you have to attune to it, so it's still a pretty heavy longsword, probably.
All right.
For the gloves, I mean.
Yeah, can I sell just a regular longbow to this dude, by the way?
yeah, he'll kind of look at it and is, if you need a longbow, I've got a nice one right here. And he pulls out a heavy metal, like compound looking bow.
Is it better than the one I have? Because there's no way. Hey, you said it
does-
looks heavy? I just gave up my gauntlets. There's no way.
It doesn't. Well, it's not like super heavy. It just looks like a heavy duty tough bow.
What would its damage die be?
It would.
I'm now actually interested.
It would still be. You think it might still be the same as a regular longbow?
I'm no longer interested.
Yeah, my ears perked up and perked back down.
Would this +3? Would
Just
this
imagine.
+3 the damage apply to my sneak attack?
No.
Crap.
just weapon attack.
All right.
What does
Bummer.
heavy crossbows get? Oh, actually, yeah, it would be. It would actually.
You said it's a crossbow?
D10 instead of a D8.
No, it's not a crossbow. It's a regular bow, but it would deal. It has a higher damage die. It does. I bet.
Well, I also have a higher damage die, and I get a +2 from it, so I'm okay.
He says he looks at your bow and says, "I bet my bow."
I'm gonna
You
insert
bet
that.
what?
He says, "I
His
bet
bow's
my
better.
bow can do a lot more damage than."
I'm not trying to sell Hellfire. I'm just trying to sell the regular longbow because I still have my first one.
I know he's
Let me
just
get-
mentioning that because you showed him the bow and he's like,
Thought my bow was puny. He doesn't see the one way back.
How much for the bow?
for the heavy bow, I'll say about 500.
500 gold?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
All right, so you get a heavy longbow, and its damage die instead of a 1d8. Oh my lord! It's a 1d12.
Ignore that. Didn't mean to click it.
It's only 2 more than what I had, so that's all right.
And
It's a-
then,
And didn't
So-
Hellfire
so-
have something else on it too?
Gives me +10 to the attack. Here, let me roll it really quick.
Hellfire is a +2 bow with a 1d10.
oh my
So,
god, this is
they're
good
pretty
damage.
You're adding the +3 twice, by the way.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, +3
it's-
to attack and +3 to damage.
Yeah, in the roll it's 4 +3 +3.
That's my strength.
Does it be
wait.
4 strength? Oh yeah, plus
4.
proficiency. So never mind, you're right.
Yeah.
Conned.
Yeah, so that is really good damage. I kind of wanted to use it, but I think you would use it more often.
Jared, you said the heavy longbow was just a regular longbow, but a D12?
Yes.
Alright.
Rapiers don't have versatile.
No,
It's
they
not a
don't.
rapier, it's a light longsword, and I didn't
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like
you're
putting
right.
that in there, so I put fancy rapier.
Yep.
Because
Okay,
as a
you're right.
one-handed weapon, it is a 1d8.
All right.
Just ignore my fancy names.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So,
I bet you if you tried hard enough, it would be.
so you guys head to the hot springs.
Yes.
Along the way, if I could find a shop that happens to sell like ball bearings and caltrops.
Yeah, you find a small market. So that.
Buy all of them.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask how many are available because I've used them a few times.
10.
10 of each.
And of each,
Yeah.
I will buy all 10.
like 10 bags or like 10.
10 bags of each. Alar, as you look around, eventually find a tailor.
I keep
I'm
my
gonna
eyes
look
out
for
for any
some-
animals. Just because druid.
You said that I found a tailor, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna look inside the shop for any really light clothing.
Oh, yeah, you find some light. Well, light is in light colored or just like light clothing?
Light
light years away.
clothing, dark colored.
Oh, yeah, you easily find that. It's like everywhere. Pretty nice
Seeing
prices.
Alar head into the tailor, I'm just going to wink and suggest, since you left Shalena behind, you might be able to gird your loins a little more just going around as you are.
That is quite the way to say that, by the way.
Taking no interest in Fang. I see how it is.
Well, I mean, if you've been
Considering-
paying attention.
I haven't seen you touch my scales yet. I've been looking at
Yeah,
the chat.
I know. I know. I rolled a nat
Considering-
1, so it has to happen now.
That Alar is still wearing what would technically be heavy winter pants. He's still gonna have to shop for clothes regardless.
Yeah,
Think
just go
all
without
legends-
those two.
Dear God. You are a terrible influence. You realize this?
Am I bringing out the chaotic side of you?
Are we gonna have to start rolling for certain things?
I mean, you can make it.
Public decency.
I didn't persuasion roll that
Public
last one,
decency.
so you can just ignore it. I mean,
I know, it's just you're making suggestions that are like, if I do the completely uncivilized thing, probably.
Dragonfang has entered the hot springs while this is happening.
yeah.
Camathar
go
heads
that
in
way.
there with,
Yeah,
Sarah.
I'll head to the hot springs while they're doing the tailor
And
stuff.
and Kethra like kind of gently tugs on like Laurelyn's sleeve, see if she wants to go there.
okay, let's go.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for my little lady friend.
Oh, actually,
yeah,
before I go with Kethra, since we're just me and Matt over here, I'm gonna give Matt 50 cookies.
Okay.
So,
how it is.
So many cookies.
I have 77 cookies now.
I still have a bag of cookies, and I don't know. He just said you got a bag of cookies from that dude, and I don't know how many cookies are in the bag.
20.
20?
I have
Inside
169 cookies.
That's a lot of fucking cookies.
I have 0 cookies.
Oh, speaking of cookies, like I bought cookies from a friend.
Oh my god. Cookies, I'm hungry.
I learned recently that a friend is a baker,
Chocolate chip
and
cookies.
so me and this other person, we've been buying cookies.
Nice.
When was the last time you've actually had cookies in real life? You know, wouldn't you just like to have some cookies right now? It'd be great.
Oh yeah, you can definitely get that Alar like tenfold.
Okay, I want to make a correction to what I was sending you. It's not a light hooded robe, it's a light hooded cloak and pants.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
And shoes.
Yeah.
So,
Can't forget the shoes.
And everyone
how much
else,
would that weigh?
Ooh.
I'll just
Now-
say like 3 pounds. Anyways,
Dragon
Everyone else-
sees you reaching out
As
and doesn't
we're-
even bother to stop you.
As we are in the hot springs, Scarlet will probably lay out on the side to cool off.
Because no one's gonna panic with a
so-
giant snake.
there's a big, massive pool of nice hot water, and you are welcomed in and set. And everyone, there's a changing room, and there is a half-orc attendee. Basically, just says it will be 2 for your stay here.
All right, I pay 2 gold.
Sure, why
Kethra
not?
and Camathar pay to. Camathar pays for you. Senna and Kethra will pay for
Got
you.
it.
Oh,
Don't mind me. I'm just poking and touching scales right now. It's fine. Don't mind me. Oh, but seriously.
Dragonfang's just gonna say in Elvish, don't let Sonare see you doing this.
I don't know where that golden girl is.
My
Says it
God.
back right in Elvish.
I was considering it, but I decided against that. But okay.
Seeing someone else going for it, Dragonfang will take the challenge and also walk into this ring naked.
Oh,
I mean,
dear.
at least you have fur to cover up the bits.
Hey, Alar, when you do this, a half-orc man stands up and is like, respect, bro. And he's also naked.
I
I'm scared.
What does
fist
he
bump-
say? Because you cut out for me.
He says, respect, bro.
I fist bump the half orc man.
And then, how brightly lit is the room?
It's pretty bright.
Damn. I was gonna say I teleport to sitting down in the hot spring.
That's not just something you absentmindedly wander, by the way. You actively think about that.
Well, I mean, I see him walk out naked, and I'm just like, Do What if the
Wait,
Batsy
is
have
it like
barbed
a
penises?
communal one, or is it like
Yeah.
gender separate?
Oh, it's
I mean,
communal.
there are rooms in the back if you would like that, but otherwise you're currently in a communal area.
That's lovely. I did not know that.
You can just ask if you say anything to the.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
I just did not know. Expecting that.
I'm not the only one that thinks that. There was someone in Twitch that asked the same question a few days ago.
I
What?
blame Alar for being a
Alright, I managed to
You
control
can
myself.
blame me as much as you want.
Got it.
Kamathar does not get naked, unlike the other males, and gently
Because you
escort.
die.
He's a very pale white. You all notice.
He is radiant white. No, I'm fine.
Hey,
Going anywhere. I have to prove myself. Can do this. Are there other women here, or is it just dudes?
Yes. No, there are other women.
There's me and Kethra.
And I'm
Well,
here too.
And Isha.
I don't think she's
Aisha.
counting you guys.
I meant like
Literally.
besides the party members.
Yes, there's also Sorne and various other females. Don't know yet.
Dragon Fang will.
Do any of them look like they can read Elvish? Just by the looks of them.
No, maybe there's a few drow.
Dragon Fang will swim up next to Sonare. It just relax right there.
You know, it's really funny because he didn't like water when it was falling from the sky, but once it's on the ground, it's completely fine.
Yes.
Once it has something he's after in it, and
Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah?
to be fair, my cat's the same way. Like, if you pour water on him, he hates it. But if you just slowly fill up a tub with water with him in it, he doesn't care.
The story about
Especially
my
if
cat.
it's warm water. Come on.
My cat
It's true.
loves to put his head under running water. Like if I turn the
Your
sink
cat
on, he'll
isn't
just
normal.
Loki. Your argument is invalid.
So, does anyone else decide to?
I'm gonna
Alright.
into the pool or
I'm gonna
no?
be a
No,
flirt.
I made my roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a flirt with Sonare and her. What is she here with friends?
fudge.
No, she's there alone.
Well, I'll just be a flirt with Sonare then.
Alright, well, Senna strips down to her underclothes because there's no way I'm getting in there naked.
Yeah.
So feeling intimidated by Alar and Fang going in completely naked, Isha decides to take up the challenge.
Oh!
Seeing
D20.
Isha do it, it makes me need to reroll.
Yeah, now I need to re-roll.
No, you don't have to reroll.
No,
10 or
I...
less. Well, the 10 or less
I-
is gonna do it.
Yep, I'll join Isha. Why not?
Laurelin, if you
Good.
go naked,
I have
then
self-control.
follow you naked.
It's fine, we're all Jones here.
Yeah,
I rolled a 15 the first time. I knew it was too good.
most of the pits. God, I blame you, Alar.
I blame
Blame
Alar.
Laurelin. She started it.
Alright, since it's
I
under
didn't-
15,
I didn't
I'm gonna just take
Make
the top
anyone
part off.
like
There we go.
go in naked.
Free boobing. Yep.
Kamathar tries. not to.
Hashtag free boobing.
I'm gonna have Kamathar roll a wisdom save. No, he's kind of staring.
It's a good thing I'm not fucking looking. Just cone vision. If anyone wants to make a perception check, they can. Just saying. Hint, hint.
I mean, it might
Nudge,
be
nudge. Wink, wink.
it might be rude too, but I see it.
Good job. I'm glad you see it. I'm not talking about my tits either.
No, I know. I'm looking at your
Just
scar.
clarifying for everybody else who
I
wasn't
am-
paying attention.
I see your scar.
Also, the Carathor probably
Good
sees
job.
to come.
With me,
I mean,
I'm in the water. I'm not just standing. Stout
all
noodle.
right, I'll make a perception check.
Yeah,
He's
I think
definitely
this is something
looking.
that we all needed, considering we've spent
Definitely
months in a
saw
frozen
it.
wasteland.
but I don't believe he can read it, so it's whatever.
Carathor just looks like he's about to say something. Goes back to what he was. Besides
What does it say? Because if it's in Elvish, I know.
You just making perception checks?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
says. It says.
Now hold on up and
Alright.
Warlin,
What?
you want to make a perception check too?
Pretty sure I'm too busy just staring at Cathra.
Got it. So he just, it doesn't matter. He already knows what it says. It's so written in Elvish on her stomach, and it says thief on top, and then it says silver fall underneath of it. And they look pretty wicked. That really hurt. Kind of. Yeah. There you go. And we're good. No, get away from me. I'm going to slap your hand.
Yeah, Carathor is like, whoa. You've got your own girl back in Astea.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Just like curiosity, are these hot springs bubbling or are they kind of still?
Bubbling.
I'm going to prestidigitation a rather large bubble near Alar, and then minor illusion a rather bad smell.
Yeah. A lot of you will move away from Alar after that.
You know what? I'm gonna spend 2 key points and cast Darkness.
No!
Maryland.
Okay, I can see, so that doesn't bother me at all.
No, nobody else can.
I
So
can
now
see.
go-
They actually have dark vision.
Now Kethra,
No, it's,
No,
you have to have
magical
blind sight.
darkness. Yeah, you have to have blind
It's
sight.
magical darkness.
suddenly you and Kethra are engulfed in darkness, and Kethra really can't see. She kind of panics for a moment.
I'm gonna tell
I have a
Catherine,
question.
don't- Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. I can see fine.
Doesn't that go like 60 feet all around?
Yeah, it
No,
probably
still
covers the
you.
entire area.
Air.
It's 15-foot radius sphere.
So,
Well, I'm assuming this isn't larger than 15 feet.
30
I would
feet.
hope
Yeah.
it is. But
We've
It's
got
pretty
almost a
big.
dozen people here.
Yeah.
I would hope
Yeah.
it's larger than 15 feet.
It's
I don't know how many people
It's like
are in there.
120 feet at least.
Dude, is this a fucking Olympic-sized hot spring? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Right. get in
120
the
feet's not that big. That's a decent size.
yeah.
I believe that.
like a football field?
Hashtag
Oh.
Olympic-sized swimming pool.
You're right. I think. Well, fuck me then.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big pool.
Very big pool.
Shenanigans are fun.
Since we are shrouded in darkness, I made a roll for this, by the way. DC
Oh,
was
dear.
DC was 12, and I rolled an 11. So, since we are shrouded in darkness, knowing no one else can see except me, I am going to attempt to get frisky with Kethra.
Oh
In
dear.
the hospital.
I just want to point out the rest of us can probably hear this.
Yeah.
And I'm going
can't
to
see.
minor illusion and make us in like a cone of silence. If I can do that. Let me
Yes,
read
I
that.
have to take a spell.
Okay.
Just hashtag swimming with. See it?
Yeah. Karathor's swimming
You-
with you.
You don't know, Senna. It's
Well,
pure darkness.
mostly-
I don't need to know. Maybe I just don't want to be near the darkness.
That's fair, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you guys get frisky.
I
How
don't
long
need to
does it
know.
take you to
Uh,
get started.
Am I
I
in the
just need to know
darkness?
this.
Am I in the darkness? This is a question that needs to be asked because I'm in the darkness with a lady friend as well.
No.
Ooh.
I'll say sure.
Okay.
So you can't see.
Yeah, I was just like leaning against her.
Okay.
All right. Fang refrains himself.
Your friends.
He restrains. So
It lasts
Not
for a
in a
total
public
of
place.
10 minutes.
Yes,
Up
no, but
to.
it means. I think it means you
Fang
can just
will-
end the spell.
Fang will escort Sonore away from the darkness bubble, imagining. Imagining she's not too fond of being in the dark.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Lovely.
So after about a minute or so, it's gone because I was only gonna maintain it for that long.
So suddenly, the darkness ends, and are you guys quick above the water, or
In the water?
yeah, are you guys like in underneath the water, still visible from the surface? Yeah, underneath. Okay.
Probably, but it sounds like everyone has swam away from us. And since it's bubbling, it would be
I'm
rather
still
hard to
wherever I
see
was.
through.
Oh,
I think it's just rude that you dropped it early, even though I messaged you thank you in the middle of the darkness. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
I was okay. That's why I was trying to figure out how long it was taking, because it was only gonna be up like a minute or so, and then I was gonna take
it
it
lasts
down.
a total of 10 minutes.
I thought I was able to dispel it.
You can dispel it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna, well, I just realized something, that we've been doing this kind of wrong.
What?
Because
What,
if
you want to roll
read it-
initiative?
No, it says completely covering the source of the darkness with an opaque object, such as a bowl or a helm, blocks the darkness. Wait a minute. Never mind, I'm being stupid. I was thinking, wait, but if it's going outward, then whatever's in front of the darkness. I'm sorry, I'm half asleep. Long day.
I don't know what you're saying, but I'll go with it.
Ignore me.
Yeah, I'm not
I'll just
exactly-
say that no one catches you guys doing your thing in the water.
Laura, did you just hiccup?
No.
Yes, that was her.
Mm.
She will deny it until she's blue in the face.
That makes me tempted to do something, but I'm not going to. I'll just enjoy the hot springs.
So, oh, he'll move with you for more than 10 minutes.
I
Okay.
cast it on Laurelin.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, you guys are in the. So
Cool, so we definitely finish. And yeah, since it's not concentration, you can't just dispel it.
Yeah, like I said, I admitted I was wrong.
okay. Yeah.
I mean, I could have always also cast silence.
So Laurelin and Catherine have fun 10 minutes in the dark. What is everyone else doing?
Well, I'm just
Wow,
relaxed.
Enjoying the pool.
That voice
Yeah,
crack, though.
I'm just relaxing with.
That's the sound of a very defeated.
That too, probably.
I'm just relaxing with Sonore.
Okay, everyone's really just. Well, I think That is good.
That's probably a good place to call it a session, yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you all a good old.
After two people just get off in the hot springs, so.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Your hiccups. Oh, fuck. I forgot to move my XP over. I need to do that.
Everyone gets 750 experience. I'm
Well, what was level 9?
gotta go. Bye.
What was level 9,
How
Jared?
much is it?
What was the XP for?
Was it level 9 the experience? Let me check. Player's handbook.
Oh, Google's faster.
On here.
Okay, so 48,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
okay, so
Well,
I
I'll
know what my
see you
XP is.
guys. I have to head out.
Yep,
How
sleep
much-
well.
Oh,
How
we're
much
ways
is
away.
it?
We're ways away from level 10. Crap.
Alright, so if anyone wants to raid, I will be in the Twitch chat. Alright, guys, for those of you that are still here, I'd appreciate your help with something. We're going to go out and do some raids. I'll do a raid. Make sure he's still online. Be very abnormal if he wasn't on a Friday. Y'all wouldn't mind copying that, and then I will post this link for you. Just make sure it's still up.
Good animal.
Oh no.
Yes, he still is. All right. So that's the link you're going to. If y'all wouldn't mind finishing going over there. Paste that a couple times in the chat, and when I give you the signal, I'm going to stop my stream, host him, and then we'll move over. Alright, where's the button here? Alright, go ahead and get over now, and have a great day. We will see you guys at the next session.